friends, and welcome back to another episode of Express Lane, the show that gives you speedruns in 60 minutes or less. I'm your host, Oscar424, with occasional guest appearances from Galahad and Freya the Corgis, but I think they're sleeping right now. They rolled the dice and they rolled asleep. But before we get into that rolling the dice business, because dice is fun, I do have one little thing I have to remind you. Although you're watching this live right now, awesome. If you're watching this live but watching it on YouTube, first off, hello from the past. Second of all, make sure you press that like button on this video. And, while you're here, you might as well subscribe to the channel. Also, to see this live, because then will be now soon, head to twitch.tv/gamesdonequick to, again, watch our shows live. It all makes sense in my brain, usually. Anywho, like I said, we're rolling some dice today because we've got a whole lot of randomness. We're going to Payday 3 for the finale. My words are even random today, go figure, for the finale of this episode. In the middle, we've got some Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise randomizer. But to start everything off, we're going to a different Final Fantasy. A Final Fantasy Mystic Quest randomizer with Tybalt 2010. So Tybalt, hello friend, take it away.
Hi, hello, until 2010. Great to be on Express Lane. I have my two couch members. I have Possum Morpheus and Hibbinks. And introduce yourselves.
Hey, y'all. I'm Possum. Happy to be here and support a great friend in Tybalt 2010. Good luck today.
Hi there, my name is Hibbinks, and I'm also here to support Tybalt. And may RNG be in your favorite friend.
Of course. Let's hope we have a good floor for Pazuzu.
But yeah, whenever...
2.
2 always, or 7 as Possum said. But yeah, whenever you want to start, give the countdown and we will
going.
going.
I'm just going to get my name in here real quick. Since I heard some lovely doggo names in here earlier, I'll go ahead and name it after a doggo here for you.
Not coffee?
There we go. Alrighty.
Aw. Yay.
I am ready. Let's go ahead and start this shindig here in 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Thank you. And Himmix, I'll have you take it away with some of the changes from vanilla and stuff that goes on with the rando.
Awesome. Well, first thing you might notice that your starting weapon's a little bit different. Tybalt rolled a good seed, and he has bombs to start. Probably one of the best items you can start with weapon-wise. It opens up a lot of exploration. It's just good damage. So in the randomizer, you might notice that, first of all, Tybalt is cruising here. The randomizer automatically applies a speed hack, basically doubles Ben's speed. So no more just kind of moseying around. We got worlds to save. We got stuff to find. We're moving here. Some might even say schmoovin'. The next thing you might notice is there are red chests located in completely different spots here. The seed that we've rolled tonight randomizes the chest locations amongst the red and brown chests. Those who might not be familiar, brown chests are consumable items, so seeds, potions, heal potions, cans of soda we lovingly call refreshers. And red chests hold key items, weapons, armor, spells, progression items, so on and so forth. So Tybalt's actually gotten some really good items there. Apollo helmet is a really good find. That's going to give him fire resistance right off the bat, and it's an in-game piece of armor. If he finds any other helmets, so let's say he finds the steel tin can helmet, he will not be punished for that. He will not default to that. The game will automatically default to the best equipment for him. But while he is running into this battlefield to grind out some encounters here, get some levels, Possum, you want to go ahead and just kind of go over what seed settings we're running tonight?
Yeah, definitely. So the seed settings tonight, basically, we have kind of the brown box shuffle that has already been alluded to by Hibbinks, and we also have monster settings that are set down basically to like 50 to 75%. So the enemies are going to be a lot weaker than they would be in vanilla, which is good. It makes things a lot faster. Speaking of faster, getting Flare to start out is going to make things much faster once Galahad here, our main character, has the ability to cast black magic, basically the wizard spells. Very, very powerful spell. But in addition to the the regular enemy shuffle, you also have the ability for bosses to be toned down a little bit, so that way they're not going to be completely overwhelming. So bosses are 75% to 100%, making it so you're not going to just get, one shot by the Dark King. Additionally, beyond that, there's some other shuffling of attacks with enemies. That's kind of the big one here, is that those attacks from enemies can have some real nasty things in there. Probably not going to happen where, Tybalt's going to be blocked or stopped in anything, but it could happen. You just never know. That's the excitement of it being a rando. But Tybalt is off to a really good start here. Has bombs, picked up Gaia armor, has the Apollo helm. That's 2 best in slot pieces of gear. Just a really powerful, really strong start overall, and going to be flying through the early game here.
Yeah, exactly. And you might notice that Ben looks a little bit different. In the randomizer, we have the option to choose your own sprite. You can either upload your own sprite if you're good at that sort of thing, or you can choose from over 70 different sprites ranging from a bunch of different games. I think there's a Kirby sprite, there's a Dragon Quest characters, there's Final Fantasy characters. The spriting community, shout outs to the spriting community in the Mystic Quest Discord. They are great and they do awesome work. But
yeah,
go ahead.
I was going to say, during the last tournament that was on for Mystic Quest, I want to say someone who was doing very well was running around with an airship as their sprite the entire time. I think it was the FF1 airship, which I found to be hilarious. I was just overjoyed seeing that every time. I was like, man, I don't really have a rooting interest, but like, the better the sprite, the more apt I am to just start cheering for them.
Oh yeah, no, Chanigan run that sprite. He's another moderator of the Discord, and a lot of the folks in the Mystic Quest Discord came from the Final Fantasy 1 randomizer community. It's okay. You can't go too hard on him right away. But yeah, we are looking for Go mode here. What our Go mode is for a randomizer is a set of items that will allow us to progress to the very end of the game. Go mode for Tybalt tonight is going to be access to the Windia region, so either a combination of the multi-key and the Mobius crest or the Sun coin. He's also going to need mega grenades as a weapon. He's going to need dragon claws as a weapon. He's going to need the captain's cap, which he's already gotten. And he will also need the thunder rock so he can free max ship. That's everything.
Do we need the mega grenades in order to have...
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, mega grenades would be the last one.
Yep.
Yeah. And I believe the settings for tonight, I'm checking the coin settings are really cool.
It is just Dark King for the end boss, and it saved the Sky Coin.
Yep, so he's also going to need a sword. You can't get through Ice Pyramid without a sword. Any sword will do. He could get the steel sword from the very beginning of the game, and that would be just good enough to push buttons. You don't actually need it as a weapon in this game.
But it's nice to
red
have.
chest down here. Wow.
Yeah, it's nice to have for speed. Yeah, your Rex is loaded, dude. He's hoarding those goodies.
Look, Bone Zone early on, I mean, you hate to do it without exit, but sometimes you just got to do it.
I just love coming in here with Phoebe or anybody else above Tristan 1 because you can life Rex and he instantly dies. You are... that is...
It's magic.
I'm jealous. So for those who don't know, White is probably the second best spell in the game behind Flare. In some instances, even better because it's non-elemental in this game, which means it does about 1,400 damage from Ben with the only cost being wizard charges, which are few and far between, but it just does damage to even the Dark King.
Yeah.
Would you say like these flags in general would be good for people maybe not accustomed to the Mystic Quest randomizer to jump into, or is this like a more intermediate or advanced tier of flags?
I would say that this is intermediate to advanced, mostly because of the brown box shuffle. What the brown box shuffle, like we mentioned earlier, it shuffles the key items in the brown box locations, and this game did something really weird. It shuffled completely like pointless items into secret locations. So if you don't know where those secret locations are, a red chest could be shuffled there and you could get soft locked by not knowing the knowledge check. We do have a preset though for beginners on the randomizer site though. So if you're interested in getting started and you're not familiar or haven't played in a while, I would say choose a beginner seed and hop in there and get started. It's a good time.
Yeah, the beginner seed, if I remember correctly, because I played one, it has the shortcut turned on. So right here at the entrance of the Focus Tower, you have instant access to the Dark King. Don't even need to free max ship. You literally just have access to him right away.
Mm-hmm. And that's one of the nice little things that we've added to the game quality of life wise. There's been a ton of changes to the game. One of the better changes, in my opinion, that some people might not agree with is we've fixed a lot of glitches. So there's no more underflow with bombs. You can't buy infinite seeds anymore. Most major glitches have been patched out. You can't cure Dark King. So when we get to the end of the game, Tybalt is actually going to have to care about that fight and fight real hard.
And make sure I was going to buy there. I'm like, hold on a second.
Yeah,
you got to read that a few times. Is that thunder or a thunder rock?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the good one.
Yeah, it is.
And the other thing here is, Tybalt, well, he's picked up a lot of very linear progression here. Sand coin coming out, then river coin. So, the next thing he's going to look for is a sky coin. He picks up bigger bombs here. But he also has access to the Thunder Rock, which is purchasable. That Thunder Rock is part of his potential go mode, but he needs money for it. Now, one of the things he can do is on the overworld, there were different color battlefields. There's gray battlefields, which basically don't do much. There's green battlefields, which, correct me if I'm wrong, Hebbings, are still money boxes, or money battlefields. And then blue, which is going to be your key item. So if Tybalt really wants to get that Thunder Rock immediately, he can just kind of go and take one of those green battlefields, get his money as well, and kind of route that in so he can buy anything he needs. So there's a lot of different ways to approach it, accessibility-wise, which, as someone who is in that intermediate level running this game, I've always appreciated having that as an option where you don't have to grind out, fighting 20 hedgehogs and scorpions. You actually have the ability to just go get your money and buy your items and be done with it.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of accessibility, I don't remember if it's in this patch or in the 1.5 patch that just dropped today, we actually added an accessibility option for colorblind people. Some people are blue-green colorblind, and we realized that our option kind of sucks for those people to play the game. So we've added a colorblind-friendly mode to the game. So if you play the randomizer and you want to be able to indicate how the battlefields have been shuffled, but you're blue-green colorblind, don't worry. We've changed the icons on the battlefields. So the battlefields that reward money will just have a money bag on them. The ones that reward items will have a chest, and the XP is still a sword because it looks like an X. The game did that for us.
Yeah, even coming back to this every so often, like even having that as an option to where I can just look and just go, wait, is green experience or is it money? I can't remember. Really nice to have her even coming back to it after a while.
Yeah, no, shout outs to Wild Ham, the main developer of this randomizer. He puts so much love in this thing. And like, I feel like every time we have an event, I've got like 6 things waiting for deployment after the event.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I mean,
so it's a great time. There's always something new.
I mean, something else that just recently came out, and it's not fully out, but it's in beta, is the Archipelago integration. If you do multi-world, I've been doing some multi-worlds with some friends with this as well.
Yeah, we've had Archipelago integration for about 6 months now, but we have finally been added to the official Archipelago site. We had to submit, and then they had to vet it and approve it. And unfortunately, there's only like a couple people working on the Archipelago site, so they were a little backlogged. But we're finally on the Archipelago site, so if you want to do multi-world, let's say you want to play some Super Metroid and hide some of your items in Mystic Quest, you could do that.
Well, I can't progress any farther in Aquaria unless I get a good old sword. If I really want to take on the crab, I could, but I'd rather go more places with more density right now.
Mm-hmm. This will actually give me a good moment to plug the changes with the partners. So you might have noticed, for anybody who might be familiar with Mystic Quest, that Tybalt didn't fall to his face and like a goof, and Phoebe didn't come and give him a claw. That's because partner checks reward items now. Those have been re-scripted, and how those work is partners are never forced out of your party. They are always in set locations. So Tristram here, talk to him, he'll give you an item. And if you talk to him again, he can add Tristram to his party, but nobody wants to do that. Sorry, Tristram. You're just not that useful. But once we get our bro Ruben here, Phoebe will go to Windia, so where she's found later in the game. And since Tybalt just got access to Windia, that's an option on the table. We might see him run to go pick up Best Girl. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm going to get Best Girl. I just need life. That's
a good. That's worth shopping for.
Yeah, that is.
But yeah,
Life, Cure, Phoebe 2, all within just the first few minutes. That is a very, very generous seed.
Yeah, this is very friendly. But yeah, partners are never forced out. You can swap them out at any time. You just have to know where their overworld location is. And if you're not familiar with the game, don't worry. The randomizer site has their locations at the bottom of the site. So that way you don't have to be like, where'd they go? You could just find them.
Yep.
And for someone more new to the randomizer, you mentioned like a 2 behind some characters' names. Could you talk a little bit about what that means?
Yeah, of course. So when we refer to characters by their level 1 or level 2 forms, what that means is every character in the game you run into twice in the vanilla game. You run into them early on at lower levels, and then you find them later due to story sequences at a much higher level and usually more powerful. So we lovingly refer to them as 1 and 2. So when I say Phoebe 1, Phoebe 2, Phoebe 1 is the version that Tybalt was just running around with. Level 13, she's got some okay kit, but she's not the powerhouse that she is at her level 2 form. Once you do the Wintry Cave check where she handed Tybalt the bombs, she is free to be retrieved from Windia as soon as you swap her out of the party. You can't have her in the party and go get her level 2 version. You have to force her out of the party by picking up another party member. But once you do, you'll see you Tybalt here going to Windia, walking to the Windia Inn. She'll then proclaim that she is Best Girl, the main hero of this story, not you, and she's going to kill the Dark King, and I guess you could come along if you want.
Which is no different than vanilla. Some things never change.
Nope.
Wildham just wrote in her dialogue the truth that we all knew all along.
Yeah, Phoebe is so nice. I mean, there's options that have Keelan Dark King, but Phoebe is just so much useful with her. With her having white to deal extra damage against Dark King is just too useful.
Yeah, she has 10 charges of white and 36 charges of white spells. So she is just a powerhouse, and you got seeds early on, so you don't even really need to worry about her running out of spell charges.
Nope.
Mario Kart time. Oh, no, wait.
No, I don't have the rock.
No, it's Mario Kart time. Yeah, you do.
No, I didn't buy it.
No, he didn't buy it.
Oh,
yet.
you didn't buy it.
I didn't buy it. Nope, didn't buy
Tybalt,
it.
please.
Look, I didn't have the money at the time. I'm gonna go back, okay? I gotta go back there anyways to take out.
We're ready to play Rainbow Road, man. We got a race.
I know, I'm sorry.
I mean, I know I accidentally put Final Fantasy Mystic Quest as the title and not, like, just Rainbow Road Mystic Quest. Come on
We
now.
really do need to get a Mario Kart sprite. Just Mario in a little cart rolling around the world.
You gotta use OG Toad. That's the best sprite from the original
Good call.
Mario Kart.
That's interesting.
I'm always a fan of Luigi, so Luigi's my boy.
I think we have a Mario and a Luigi sprite available in the randomizer.
I think I've seen a Mario.
So now that Tybalt has Best Girl, he no longer really has to be scared of going into any location. Usually if you have the level 1 variants of your partners, going into Windia early can be really sketchy. Some of these bosses are really fast. I mean, some of these monsters are just really fast, can hit you pretty hard without a level 2 partner. Now that we have Best Girl, though, she's just going to mow everything down for us, and we're just going to be along for the ride. Even if Edge decides to take a dirt nap, she'll be fine.
Yeah, the thing is, as good as she is and as overpowered as Tybalt seems right now, one of the gnarly things about Mystic Quest, and this is a vanilla concern as well as a randomizer concern, is that damage is usually not a problem. It is status attacks. And so at any point in time, Tybalt could run into enemies that are just faster than him, and they could be on like a battlefield, let's say, or in a dungeon, or who knows where they might be, but they could just outspeed him and just put the whole party to sleep, or, and lock them down, or stone, or any number of other really nasty things, confusion, etc. So Tybalt does have to still be cognizant of that and do some sort of, marathon safety style stuff to just make sure that he doesn't, lose 20, 30 minutes along the way somewhere because it gets into an unwinnable encounter. So that even though this is, not the hardest and highest difficulty, it still can jump up and get you.
Indeed, yeah. The scariest enemy in this game is not the Dark King or any of the other bosses. It's a confused Phoebe. She will just wipe the party and kill you both.
Yep.
Great.
And you just feel real bad when it happens.
Or she'll just shoot Ben in the face and hit him with 3 status ailments. It's a good time.
Yeah, there's that. Or you have it. She'll hit herself with a bow, and all of a sudden, well, now she's blinded after she's no longer confused. That's happened.
Phoebe is very strong. She has a lot of resistance to status ailments in her level 2 form. However, she's not immune to petrification, so she could be turned to stone. And she's not immune to confusion or poison. So those are her only real drawbacks.
You'll see now, Tybalt has entered the stage of Phoebe Go Burr. That is an official stage of this randomizer. And Phoebe is in fact using the white spell or holy spell, however you want to phrase it, to go burr. And so all of these enemies that would otherwise potentially give a problem to the party, these enemies here being actually fire resistant, so Flare, for example, from the main character would not do too much here. Phoebe's white is able to just remove them as if they were never there to begin with.
Indeed. And with the enemy stat settings that we have currently, Lever Crest, the enemies aren't going to pose too much of a problem. However, available in the randomizer, you can jack up enemy stats all the way up to 300% of their vanilla values. So you can have some early game trees with about 900 HP if you really just want to struggle. And you might, have a bit of a tough time there. But outside of that, if you keep them in the normal thresholds, Phoebe's just going to kind of carry you, though, most of the time.
Yeah, Phoebe's strong, and the fact of carrying, we need to be carried throughout this, most of this game, even in the vanilla playthrough.
Yeah, we're just a baby boy. We need her to carry us through. Ooh, nice find.
There we go.
That is progression.
Yeah.
Progression.
Ben might be a baby boy, but it's been confirmed that thanks to chat, Possum, you are a Mario Kart hipster with your appreciation of the Toad.
I don't even know what that means, but I'll take it.
I think now. I think now we just need a sword and Mobius Crest.
And Megas.
Yep.
Sword, Mobius Crest, and Megas. So we aren't going to be able to go over to where the moon helmet is normally located behind those rocks because Tybalt doesn't have mega grenades, but we can do something a little later that I lovingly refer to as peeking, and I think a lot of the randomizer community uses that term pretty colloquially. So we'll be able to look on the map and see if there's something worth getting later with mega grenades before actually going up into that spot. Peeking something I think is a little underrated in a lot of randomizers. It really does give you an advantage and helps you go a lot faster if you know to check spots that you can't access just to make sure it's worth the time or not.
Yeah, I saw that that's a brown box down there, not a chest, so I don't have to worry about that one. That one box down there. There's a location here that as you walk back, you can actually peek another location that if you go to fight the boss, you're going to hit anyways. But like that chest right there, I can see that there's an actual red chest there, so I know to go back there to actually get that chest. But I'm going to go to the Vanilla Life location here and see if I really need mega grenades or not.
Yeah, and you might get lucky and you could just kind of cruise on through here. Yeah, the only downside to Phoebe is she does have limited ammunition, so gotta keep your carrots on hand. B12 is magical in this universe, and it restores your magical powers, and also, still increases your vision because carrots. Eat your greens, kids.
I regret to inform you, carrots aren't green, my friend.
What? My life is a lie. There's a little green there.
There's a little green on the top.
But yeah, a lot of this is going to be going through here, and this is a really good spot to level up Ben as well. Right now, we were making jokes about the guy, little weak, being carried a bit. Ben does get useful though. Around level 16, Ben comes into his own. He starts getting wizard charges. He starts getting speed and resistances. He becomes a functional member of society at that point. So until then, though, he's along for the ride.
And a random quick question from chat was, Tybalt, are you just holding the A button for this the previous segment?
Yeah, so I'm just holding A. Possibly I think you can test more of this, but anytime that a text box is up on the screen, I have to make an input either with the directional or a letter button, so an A, B, or whatever. So what I'll do is I'll just hold my A button here. When the fight actually completes, I'll just start rolling my joystick here to actually make those text boxes go faster. That's some vanilla tech that transfers over.
Yeah, there's actually a couple of Japanese runners who play on much larger controllers, basically game pads, if you will. So you can kind of see Tybalt rolling the joystick there, and what they're doing is they're actually making circular motions on the pad, and it's faster than what you can do with typical human inputs on just like mashing the A button to proceed with the text boxes. So there's a lot of really interesting text manipulation that's happened within the past couple of years, where folks have found better ways than mashing to get through based on the type of controller they're using. So it's been very interesting that like an actual SNES controller, for example, puts you at a mechanical disadvantage to other folks running this game. So lots of real interesting stuff there.
Yeah, you just got a spinning pile driver your text inputs, and you're unstoppable.
Yeah.
Gotta put in those SPDs.
And quick things for people that are just tuning in. A quick summation of how the Mr. Quest randomizer works. Like, how much can get randomized? The TLDR version.
I'll give a quick rundown. So
right.
in the randomizer, you can shuffle chest locations, you can modify enemy stats, you can modify XP gains, you can change the final dungeon to be just the boss rush, just the Dark King, or vanilla. You can turn on a shortcut that makes it to where you can just run straight to the final dungeon once you get your go mode. And you can change the way that you acquire the Sky Coin. Tonight we're running Save the Crystals, which means Tybalt has to kill all 4 major bosses. But we have like Shattered Sky Coin, which you have to find a set amount of fragments because the Dark King busted it up real good. And you got to find your little pizza slices of the Sky Coin, put them all together, and then you can get through the final door. There's a lot that you can change around on the site, the randomizer seeds, and keep it fresh. Oh, and enemy attacks. You could shuffle enemy attacks as well.
Yeah, and there is a little bit of, more progression. There's Mega Grenades, so that leaves us with needing a sword.
Got one. I just got a sword in here.
Uh-oh.
I just need Mobius Crest.
Zoom.
I mean, can be just about anywhere at this point.
Yeah, so Mobius Crest is it.
Oh, I need to go shop and get my Thunder Rock as well.
Yeah. Go buy your pet rock and, find a Infinity Crest, and you're good to roll.
Now, I see Tybalt checking out like chests and then knowing immediately to back away from them. How can you tell if that's what he needs or not?
So brown chests are usually the ones he's backing away from, and those contain consumables. Potions in this game are not very good. They only restore about 20% to 25% of your HP per use, and that's not very good in battle when life just fixes you up instantly all the way. Heal potions cure status elements, not really something we want to fish for, and refreshers can only be used in battle in a very, very niche set of circumstances where an enemy lowers your defense or attack or something. Refreshers will restore your stats to normal only in combat, because once you leave combat they go back to normal anyways. So the only real good thing to get from brown boxes are seeds, and that's just too much of a gamble to take the time to go check those boxes. So usually we fade or ignore brown boxes when we see them because you gotta go fast. Speaking of going fast, you made such short work of that wyvern. I almost didn't have enough time to explain brown boxes.
Yeah, but as you see right there, there's an actual chest right behind wyvern here. Then that's the ones I'm looking for. Those will have my progressive items in it, or progressive armor, whichever the random decides to give me.
Yeah, and the thing with seeds that we mentioned earlier is kind of the only thing that you're really looking for. And also Exit is phenomenal to speed things up.
Spell in the
but
game.
the seeds Think of basically like X Ether from other Final Fantasy type games, where it is basically going to be a full magic heal for you, so that you'll have all of, in this game, your magic charges restored, as opposed to your MP being restored, but it's effectively the same thing. In Phoebe's case, she comes locked and loaded with a ton of different spells, already set to go in spell charges. For the main character, every 4 levels, he's going to pick up an extra charge of most of his magic type stats. So those wizard charges for things like Flare and White can be very difficult to get, but at the same time, it's one of those things where that's why we want to grind a little, do a little bit of leveling, get him ideally to about level 20 with 800 health. That's really all you need for the end game.
Another major change here. We made it to where the Wake Water actually restores the land instead of having to fight the ice golem this time. So as soon as you walk up, and you do have to manually press A on that leaf, but as soon as you do that, all of Aquaria is now green again. You did it, Tibble. You saved Aquaria.
Yay!
Nice.
You saved the city, Patrick.
I don't have to worry about the ice golem. Oh, wait, I do. I don't want to face ice golem. He's mean and cold.
Yeah, you have Flare. You'll be fine.
No, you have Flare. This is going to be a highlight. It's going to be a treat watching you fight him. Oh, and Meteor. Very nice. So one of the cool things, I know we're not on the 1.5 version quite yet, but I do want to go ahead and promote that because that just dropped today. We added in options to change the spell book for your partners. You can shuffle them, you can and extend them, you can do a lot of things to them to make them more interactable, more fun. But specifically in the extended spell book, we gave some partners extra spells that just seemed to make sense and the game didn't add them. We gave Tristram Exit, so he's actually useful now.
What? Tristram useful?
Yeah, if you
blasphemy.
If you turn on the extended spell book in the randomizer, Tristram has Quake and Exit. Quake is garbage. You're never going to use it, but
Nope.
Exit is the pièce de résistance that makes Tristram worthy to have.
It makes it hard not to take him now. He's just like, I want Exit to go make checks even faster, but
But Tristram.
Yeah, but Tristram, why you do this to me?
Tristram 2 is actually surprisingly useful in the Windia region too. His shurikens are shoot element, which a lot of enemies in Windia are weak to. Go figure. So take Tristram 2. He's a viable option now. He could be worth it.
I don't know.
I guess we should. Possum, you want to talk about why we're all salivating at Exit here? I feel like we've been rambling about the spell, but not really explaining why it's so great.
So typically in the vanilla game, you do not get the Exit spell until you're, already past Aquaria, past this Ice Golem pyramid, past all of that. Exit has 2 major purposes. One is the one you're all thinking of, which is I can go ahead and I can exit out of dungeons, and I can save a lot of walking time. That is really cool and all, but there is a secondary really great purpose for Exit. And that is that it can be used on enemies to remove them from combat. So as long as it hits, and awkwardly it does use your physical attack stat, your physical attack accuracy to actually land the check on Exit. But it has 2 purposes. One is like one-hit KOs on enemies, and the other is to get out of dodge real fast. So Exit is an incredible spell. Anyone who's played the vanilla game is going to be intimately familiar with how incredible it is. And in the rando, it is also your best friend, as Hebbings has alluded to.
And we've made it even better. So one of the downsides to Exit is if you use Exit on an enemy, you don't get the experience for the enemies that you've used Exit on for the battle. So that is the only downside. But in the randomizer, we've made it to where if you are using Exit in the overworld, it will take you right back to the level forest. So it is now a fast travel mechanism on top of it being useful to get out of dungeons and using in combat. So let's say, for instance, you're doing an overworld shuffle seed, which changes all the locations on the overworld, randomizes them, and you need to get back to the forest or region really fast. You could just use Exit on the overworld, and bada bing, bada boom, you're back at the beginning.
That's a really excellent change. Saves a lot of time warping through or traveling on foot. So that's a very good one to hear about. And you've now mentioned also, we've heard about Foresta, we've heard about Windia. There's really this cool thing they did in the vanilla game to make this baby's first RPG basically for the Western world, which was they made things as simple as possible. So that's why the forest region is called Foresta, and the fire region is called Fireberg, and the water region is called Aquaria, and the wind region is called Windia. It's incredible, like how they came up with those names. I mean, just beautifully done. 10 out of 10. Give them all raises. You couldn't make it simpler than that.
Indeed.
Hey, this was the first Final Fantasy that actually beat like this. True to its point, like this is what got me into the rest of the Final Fantasies that I do play. So, like, I pay homage to this.
Same. I beat this game before I learned how to read, and then I wanted to play it again, and my parents were like, "No, you're going to learn how to read because I'm tired of reading the text to you." And I was like, "Okay."
Jeez.
And so I learned how to read.
See, video games are educational and informational and entertaining.
Indeed.
Something.
Look, I thought that originally for Final Fantasy 2 or Final Fantasy 4, when you're on the airship and Cecil's taking the Red Wings out, yeah, I thought that was us actually playing, and then Kane and Cecil leaving the castle, that was the end of the game.
That's fantastic.
So, like, that's what I thought. I'm just like, all right, okay, fun game. And then I played this, I'm like, oh. So I get you there, Heathenix. Like, I really do.
Yeah, no, not being able to read and play in RPGs is a bit of a handicap. But Mystic Quest is easy enough to beat without being able to read. So, have fun with that. It even starts you off. We didn't even talk about this. The randomizer automatically changes the setting to be the numbers that everybody's so used to for RPGs. In vanilla, you start off with a mode called Scale Mode, which has these little yellow pips that indicate how much life your characters have left. So you don't even have numbers in the vanilla game by default. They give you... Oh, he's going to show it to us. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then pips.
The flex right there.
Yep.
Do any of you,
Get ready.
do any of
Do
you
it,
roll
do
with
it,
the
do it.
Oh.
Do it.
40 HP per large pip.
Yeah, sorry. I get
Nice.
excited to see that big number every time.
But yeah, another interesting thing, talking about different types of speedrunners for this game and whatnot is a lot of the Japanese runners still use the scale. So you'll see these pips of 40 HP large pips, and then each individual small pip representing 1 HP. And it's a very interesting watching kind of the Western world versus the Eastern world and how it's fundamentally different, that folks are doing vastly different, routes and the ability to look and see what is happening, calculating based off the health bars instead of the actual numbers. And just seeing it is always really fascinating to me, because I look at this and I'm like, yeah, I hope it's over 50%, or I hope it's under 50%, because the 50% threshold is incredibly important in this game. If your complementary character, in this case Phoebe 2, is going to be on the automatic setting instead of the manual setting, what will happen is if anyone is under 50% health, she's just going to cast Cure. And so what will happen is if you are trying to quickly off the enemies and she's set to auto, she's going to start healing the party, and then you might have bad things happen where you wanted to actually be doing damage, and now she's like, I'm a healer. And it's like, no, I don't need you to be a healer right now. I need you to do damage. So it's really interesting, because I know for me anyway, I can't tell when it's under or over 50% unless it is grossly over or under. If it's close, no, I'm out, man.
I'll say, Tibble, I saw that Gemini crest. Was that the last piece you needed for Go Mode or no?
Nope, I need Mobius.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Mobius
That's
looks
what
like
it
a
was.
little infinity symbol. It's close though. And a good eye there, Asuka. I wanted to point that out. That's a feature of the randomizer. So you might have noticed the Gemini crest was just sitting on top of Phoebe's weapon. We put that in specifically to help commentators see what the last item gotten was. Because if you
nice.
haven't noticed, we're kind of one framing these boxes that tell you what item was just gotten. And for events, it was really hard to commentate. So that's been added as a feature now. So when Tybalt opens the menu, it'll go away. And just a little creature feature. So if you skip what you just got, you don't need to worry. It's in the bottom right.
Yeah. Got my Aegis
With
shield,
the-
which is amazing.
And with the numbers
we-
pip question, I'm assuming that all three of you stick to the numbers and not flex like Tibble currently is.
Oh yeah, if I'm in a race, I don't bother. I try to open the menu as little as possible, and switching those would just take time. Did you check the chest in Wintry Cave on the right?
Yeah.
Okay. Double checking. I've had that chest come back and bite me in the butt, and that's another knowledge check right there. Knowing where all the chests are, because sometimes you miss them, and it's.
I checked it when I checked above this area.
Okay, cool.
And even then, it's
Making
a
some quick calamari.
Even then, like it's a quick, if I haven't, I can just easily I've got exit. I can dip back in, just double check to make sure. But I do remember being a brown box.
I meant at Falls. I meant at Falls.
Oh, at Falls Basin.
Yeah.
Oh, it's on the right. It's on the right side of Mr. Krabs, not the left.
Yeah. Mr. Krabs likes to hoard those chests, and I've had that be go mode in a tournament before.
Yeah, the right side. I went to the left side. Dyslexic moment. Thanks for reminding me, though.
No problem. This is probably messing with Possum a little bit. So you can't do this block puzzle like this in vanilla. Normally the enemies are in the way and you have to fight them and do it a very specific way, going up top left, coming down, circling around, do a little dance. But in randomizer, you could shuffle enemy positions, so we could just move them out of the way and do the block puzzle like that. It takes like 10 seconds instead of 3 minutes, Possum?
That's actually the same orientation for the block puzzle in vanilla. In the any percent runs, it's just you have to fight a couple encounters on the way to make it work, but that's the same orientation of the blocks.
Right, but the enemy encounters in the way make it
the encounters, longer. It's way longer in vanilla than it is here, where you don't actually have to fight anything unless they're objectively in the way.
So Tybalt just got a check that leads to a check. You love to see it. He got a key that gave him a key that he now has to walk across town to open a door. But there's no third key here. I wish there was, chat. I would love to see the infinite chain, but it's just not happening.
Nope, only one key. No, 2 keys. Venus and Multi.
But rabbit holes are so fun, randos.
Oh, the best. There is some chaining available here. I think the deepest chain you can get is like 7 items deep. We've had that happen in tournament before.
Let's hope not. I just need 1 right now.
I mean, we all know that Ruben's dad is going to have the goods.
Yeah.
Is that a bad check? A meme check?
No.
It's a double dip. So what's going to happen here?
I liked all the various reactions as soon as I said that from all 3.
I could do this with Ruben and get all the checks done at once, but I really want to keep Phoebe right now because it's like I'm going to go up Volcano next for Medusa's area. So I don't want to have to grab Ruben right now, then go back to Phoebe. Like I just want to do as much as I can here right now.
Fair.
The way that I was gonna say the way that I would like to do this is to actually drop a save, then pick up Ruben, then come in here and do everything, and that way I don't have to come back. It would be slightly slower than having Phoebe, but if it has like go mode, for example, then cool. If it doesn't, then I can just reset out of everything and just have Phoebe and go elsewhere. So that's one of the things that, I don't know how much save scumming is generally done in the rando, but that's something that I'm always thinking of from other randos is how can I save scum an entire area and basically be like, okay, can I get through this entire thing? And then, just not have to worry about it afterwards if it pays out or doesn't pay out. So I don't know if that's something having said a lot of folks do.
Oh yeah, a lot of the other top runners will do save scumming and it depends on what you have in your arsenal. So, for instance, it's shout outs to Farflu, another really good runner who participated in the tournament. He would save scum this entire area unless he had what we had, which is exit. So normally what we do in the routing is we would check the three little bomb holes for chests, and then on the third one there, instead of going back out, we just exit out, then come back in and run to Jin. Because, at that point, exit is faster than walking back out and around. Making short work of that Jin there. Ooh, got an item. And freeing Aaron. Fingers crossed, chat. Let's hope Aaron has our Mobius crest so we don't have to go up Volcano.
I mean, what's worse is Tree could have it.
Yeah, Tree could have it. The Juju's Tower. Oop. Tap day too soon.
Yeah, it's all right.
I can easily just run away from this. I do have to pick up the lifestyle as well, before I forget.
Mm-hmm. You haven't gone into one of the dungeons yet, but I'll go ahead and mention it. We've actually changed some of the mini bosses for the randomizer. We did, actually. We saw Crab. So you might have noticed that Crab was sitting on top of the chest instead of the chest just being there in front of Crab. We've done the same thing for Doulahan, and we've done the same thing with Medusa. And that's just to make it to where mini bosses actually matter in this game. Because in vanilla, you could just kind of be like, cool, I want your treasure piece. I'm going to walk around you really quick and just avoid you. No, and the randomizer will make you earn it. You got to fight that boss to get that treasure.
So, crew, before I leave this area, like, I'm actually heavily thinking about doing Pazuzu's Tower. It's right there. And I got to do it anyways.
Ooh, that's a really good item to have.
That's too good to keep. That's too good to keep.
Yeah.
But since we'll show the exit here to go back up to the Alive Forest, I got Tree Wither.
Yeah.
So we can do the fastest level up ever. Come here, Kaylee.
So to save like a second here, I like to pop her on auto just to skip her menu for the Minotaur fight. It's like the dumbest optimization ever, but I just love doing it. It's like, no, you don't get a turn. We're just going. So fun fact, you can actually change your partner's setting in text boxes. So while the text box is on the screen, you can switch your partners between auto and manual. So just because you're position locked or your movement locked doesn't mean that you're not menu locked.
Overkill.
I have a question about the rando versus vanilla interaction for you, Hebbings. If you are screen transitioning, well, there's go mode, so we'll ask that question and get to the go mode portion here. But if you are using your L and R on your controller to go between either weapons or auto and manual, are there still any potential soft locks while you're in that transition screen, those one frame soft locks, or have those been looked into for the rando, if you happen to know?
We caught a couple. So what was happening is Chanigan, one of our community mods and beta testers for the rando, he would get a little bored waiting on the Pazuzu elevator. So he was mashing the shoulder buttons to change his weapons, and it caused a crash. Yeah. So we've patched that out. That's been fixed. Excellent. I think most of the patches like that have been fixed. And, you know, shout out to Wild Ham and all the other devs who were working on this game. We've done a lot to make sure that this is as stable and as safe as possible. Unless you're doing something crazy like everything shuffle, which is entrance shuffle and overworld shuffle, very rare chance to soft lock yourself.
Yeah, I've done that a few times in vanilla playthrough where I've swapped weapons either in like the tree or thrown the mega grenade and soft locked my game. Yeah, on top of quality of life stuff, there's also just with major changes to the randomizer that make things fun and fresh, and that was not a good reward, but it's okay. We have Best Girl. We're moving on. I mean, just today, Ham mentioned potentially even making brand new dungeons to add to the randomizer. That's within the possibility of things. The other thing I like about this is that we saw it a little bit in Ice Pyramid, but we have annoying dungeons fixed. So in Ice Pyramid, there's a little walkway on the right-hand side that makes it a little bit easier to get to. In Pazuzu's Tower here, there's some extra shortcuts that have been added in, as well as the tree. You don't have to go around the full circle to get up, to go up the stairs. There's just a cutaway right there at the top, which makes it a lot faster to move around there. All right, chat, real quick. What floor is Pazuzu on? I'm saying 2.
Well, we didn't check it on floor 1, so it's got to be floor 2.
Yeah, you checked him on 3, so it could be 2. Also, your Phoebe's on auto. Yeah. It's fine. There's that shoot damage doing work. I think that was a crit and a weakness. Just, you know, just shooting a wizard in the face as you do. Up here, this normally wouldn't be here in vanilla. So that's been added, which is kind of nice. I'm going to hit anyways. Yep. With the fixes, it doesn't really matter where he is. There's a lot of different ways around this, which I think is nice. Yeah, you still have to lock him down, though. Awesome, you want to explain how Pazuzu movement works? Because P-Tower seems to be a headache for a lot of people.
Yeah, so basically Pazuzu, you're going to talk to him, and Pazuzu is going to move floors. He can go to either floor 6, 5, 4, 2, or 1. And what happens is there are switches on floor 6, floor 4, and floor 2 to lock him in place. So we see him on floor 5 here, meaning we have to go through and hit the switches on floor 6 and floor 4 to lock Pazuzu in place. The elevator lock basically meaning that he cannot go up or down. Now, if he's on like floor 1, for example, you only have to hit the floor 2 switch and lock him in place. If he's on floor 6, for example, you only have to hit the floor 6 lock to lock him in place. So just one of those situations where you just don't want the jerkbird flying away. So now that Tybalt's got the locks hit for both floors 4 and 6, he can go to floor 5 and fight the bird. So it's basically a little mini game within the game, and Tybalt's going to be able to progress from here once he remembers how the pathing works.
Yep.
Yeah, he could either take this. He could take these steps, or he could take the steps back on floor 4. It doesn't really matter.
The tower's a maze.
So it a little bit. And this is another one of those knowledge checks where it's like, all right, how do I get back to this location? P tower is what trips up a lot of players. But one of the changes in the randomizer for Pazuzu specifically is he can now go on floor 3. So he could go on any floor except for the floor that you talked to him on.
Wait, what?
And another, he could go on any floor except for the floor that you talked to him
No,
on.
I'm confused on where... No, I'm literally confused right now.
Fight your Chimera.
Okay.
Shoot across, take the stairs up to the left.
Okay. Like, I took different pathing. Like, leave me alone. I took different pathing than I normally do. Like, I
didn't realize this was How to Train a Speedrunner Part 2.
No, it's
I have a certain way that I go through here, and I went and did the little showcase of, the new pathing, and I'm like, I'm a little confused now because I didn't do this normally. Because normally I would come through that door right there.
The worst part is doing floor shuffle. So what floor shuffle does is it makes it to where every floor of a dungeon is shuffled to a random location. So if you do save the crystals on floor shuffle, you literally have to track down Jerkbird from potentially like 6 different locations in the world.
Actually, while we watched about suffer through Jerkbird, quick question, actually a very interesting one. How does this compare to, say, the Final Fantasy 1 randomizer, specifically the software version? Either of you can comment on that, or?
So specifically, the Mystic Quest randomizer requires a 1.1 USA ROM file to work. The ROM does work on flashcard, so you don't have to worry about it not being hardware compatible. It does run on a SNES. We've done this for a couple marathons now. But you do need a North America 1.1 version. The JP version actually has some other weird glitches to it that don't play nice with the randomizer. And there's requirements on the site. So if you forget which ROM version you need, if you go to ffmqrando.net, it'll tell you, it's like, you need this version of the ROM to make this work.
Makes sense. And also what I've always loved about... sorry, finish your thought first.
No, go ahead. I was going to say shameless plug. If you do need help getting things set up, we have a new player room in the Discord. Not made by me or anything. That you can check out.
Plug away.
That you can check out and feel free to ask questions in there. We love helping out new players.
Yeah, what I've always loved about watching Mystic Quest runs is watching the progression of the enemies as they go from full health to to low health. It's just since you can't really see a health bar, you can see Pazuzu's just kind of sitting there or laying there chilling. So okay, we're close to beating him, and then Pazuzu does Pazuzu things.
Yeah, I've always saying this is like, dress me like one of your French birds,
Oh, God.
Sexy Jerkbird.
Like,
but yeah.
All you need is Squidward's head on Pazuzu, and it's perfect.
There you go.
Hey, look, if you want to request that for a sprite swap in the Discord, we can make it happen. We have some talent in that Discord.
New idea. Let's go.
Benjamin, stop hitting me with the white spell. Crack the tower. Yeah, no, we can make it happen. We can live the dream.
Pazuzu got bedroom eyes. Someone, can you add Careless Whisper to this rando now?
Oh man, you know what?
Legally distinct.
Legally distinct.
Now, if you MSU one patch your game, which is done automatically when you generate a seed, you can just swap out the song files for whatever you want. So if you want boss music to be Careless Whisper, follow your heart, girl. Don't let your dreams be dreams.
Yeah.
But going back to your point about the sprite progression, I'm a little sad the later Final Fantasy games didn't adopt that. It's like one of the things the mainline game should have done is added raw sprite progression.
Oh, that would have been great.
I'm making a quick pit stop here. I have seeds going forward at the top of Dark King. I'm just picking up my life spell with Benjamin's HP total. I want to be able to do what some people call the double life strat, so I can make sure I can get through Dark King pretty safely.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody
watch the tournament.
I've had to do that before to get through Dark King. Dark King's not free, even though he's free.
So for those just joining us, Dark King's cure glitch, quote unquote, has been patched out. You have to fight him like normal, and he's mean.
Very mean.
With a base of 40,000 HP, if I do remember correctly, which can be scaled up or down. In this case, it's going to be somewhere between 75% and 100%. So it'll be between 30 and 40,000 HP that Tybalt has to chew through. Nice cat claw, gotta love it. But it's one of those things where still 30,000 HP of Dark King, even if it's toned down, can still be a lot. Not to mention, with the randomized attacks and whatnot, now, Hebbings, does that apply to the Dark King as well? Can he get something nastier than his normal attacks?
Not on safe. With the safe shuffle turned on, Dark King is vanilla, which is almost it's almost scarier than shuffle.
Right.
There is an enemy attack shuffle we have as an option that's called Chaos, which gives every enemy in the game access to potentially every spell in the game, including the heal spell. And for those of you who are not familiar with how heal works when you cast it on enemies, heal inflicts every status ailment in the game. So if it hits your party from an enemy monster, you'll be instant killed, petrified, poisoned, paralyzed, blinded, and confused for good measure.
Just a bit of status is there.
And it can be double cast on your party. It does have like a 50% hit rate though, so RNG might be in your favor, but makes my heart skip a beat every time.
Yeah, it would mine too.
And I know that you were saying that a lot of the folks from the FF1R community came over to Mystic Quest. Was that largely inspired by the FF1R capability of like, oh, you ran into an imp, oh, the imp had nuclear, you're dead. Like, was that some of the inspiration behind that?
I believe so. So the developer of the Enemizer was Oipo, shout out. And he came in and he's like, yo, what if I made it to where enemies pulled all their attacks from a table of all the available attacks in the game? It even includes the reflect effect from when you hit Pazuzu when his side shield's up. So with Chaos on, you could have a tree hit you for flat 1600 damage and make that loud screechy sound that Pazuzu makes when you accidentally cast magic on him. Thankfully, it's only single target, but that's spooky.
Very.
And you can also have Dark King self-destruct on you. Anything could happen with Chaos Enemizer.
So with Dark King self-destruct, does the fight just end at that point, or?
Yes.
Nice.
Your health underflows to stupid large amounts because the game memory can't handle that. So Ben will have about 62,000 HP, and then Dark King will just die.
All right.
Oh, well then.
Come back to some.
Also with Chaos, you can actually cause an underflow with King's health. So Phoebe has on armor that makes it to where if she's hit by a drain attack, it reverses the effects and hurts the enemy, but cures Phoebe. What can happen with that, though, is if Dark King drains Ben and heals himself from a drain attack in phase 1, he'll underflow his HP, you'll hit him once and he'll die, just like in vanilla. That won't happen tonight, but that's a thing that can happen.
Yeah, now it's pretty much
resisted paralysis, which is good.
Very good. And here comes in the, I think Dark King may have rolled low in this one. Since I'm already going into phase 2.
Every phase rolls independently of each other, so each of his 4 phases rolls between that 75 to 100.
Oh.
And shout out to the best, probably one of the best soundtracks on the SNES.
Oh, I love, like, Dark King, Volcano, and Firebird. Top.
Mm-hmm. Real good jams.
I don't know, that initial set of music when you're fighting that behemoth that you can die to as the entry fight. That's some good tunes there too, because you get to hear it over and over and over again if you die.
Hill of Destiny is a great jam, and actually, we have a music shuffler as an option in on the site. So if you turn on music shuffle, you could get Hill of Destiny randomized into a location or fight music.
Ah, nice. All right. Well, can Tybalt dodge silver and gold webs? This is the big question. And well,
you are commentators cursing this man right now.
You're welcome, friend.
Good thing I picked up life.
Oh, he's slow. You got lucky. You're so lucky right now. So normally Ben can outspeed King, but Tybalt's at 22, and it looks like he's at the threshold where you can outspeed King sometimes. What can happen is King can just laser blast Ben before unpetrifying Phoebe, and then that's an instant KO. You gotta start over from the beginning.
You're welcome, by the way, Tybalt. I'm here for you. Oh, here we go.
Here we go again.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a little sketch. Popping on that sword for safety. No, Spider Kids.
Spider Kids got me.
You're welcome, chat. I know you wanted more Mystic Quest and more Dark King, so I take a bow.
Awesome.
Thank you,
Go ahead and
Possum.
explain the sword and the claw strats. We haven't touched on those at all.
Of course. So each weapon that the main character has some different property to it. The claw gives a bonus to magic. The sword gives a bonus to speed. The axe doesn't give any bonus in battle, but it does cut down trees, so that's cool, I guess. And the bomb never misses. So basically the claw sword strats are you use the sword when you need to outspeed, and you use the claw when you need to deal bonus damage. So that's what the claw sword strats are that you might see Tybalt, pivoting between those two weapons for his main character.
Yep, the axe will give you strength, but that's not really helpful. Magic is king in Mystic Quest. As soon as you get wizard spells, you are dealing lots of damage. So that's why we typically shift only between those two weapons, vanilla or randomized. They're just great altogether.
Yeah, and speaking of luck there, I know it might seem like, oh, that was bad luck. We got a couple of gold webs come out. The thing about Mystic Quest is, in a nutshell, there isn't good RNG in Mystic Quest. Like, you never hear people say, oh, I want to run with good RNG. No, it's I want to run with no bad RNG. And there's Phoebe getting confused and casting white on the party. Okay, that one wasn't me. That one was you, Heavens. You mentioned that earlier.
Yeah, I'll take that commentator's curse. I mentioned her like 5 minutes in, and she was listening.
Please.
Oh, Dark King.
Yeah, I mean, for those who have childhood memories, they'd be like, Cure and win. We've taken away your safety blanket. We have to put on our big boy pants and actually fight this guy, and he's nasty, turns out.
So yeah, welcome to the Mystic Quest Randomizer, where even though things are kind of tuned down and put into our favor, Dark King don't play.
Nope.
Yeah, no. You can have all the luck in the world, but this final boss will put you in check, especially if he's got his vanilla moveset. Your pips are throwing me off, Tybalt. I'm so used to seeing numbers here and realize, so there's safety thresholds for this boss for every single one of the phases, and typically the safety threshold is around 700 to 800 HP for Ben and Phoebe, because that's around the benchmark for how much damage King can do. He can do up to 900 depending on how he rolls, but typically around 750, 800 is where you're really safe and you can get in another attack. Kind of be greedy.
No.
Phoebe.
Girl.
Phoebe.
Be nice to us, please. Love you.
Okay. That's
All
fine.
right.
We're good. And she crit. She felt bad about what happened last time.
Right?
Yeah, so Hebig just mentioned the threshold there. That was 862. And we've got, I don't know, we're going to say that's 18 health left.
Yeah, I'm sitting at the 880.
We're gonna guess.
I'm at 880.
But-
880.
Spooky stuff. Dark King ain't free.
Yep. So back to those life strats that we were talking about earlier. What we used in the tournament for this boss fight was what we call double life. So essentially every other turn, when things started to get sour, what we would do is have both characters attack, and then in the next turn have both characters cast life on each other preemptively. And that is basically an almost catch-all, except for really bad web combos, to make it to where you have a safety net going through the fight.
A safety web, even.
Yeah. Although this speed is throwing everything out of whack. So typically King is the fastest, and then you have Phoebe, then Ben. With him sometimes not going first, it can really throw off your defensive strategies here.
Phoebe cooperating while confused this time, thankfully. Now, if we didn't have armor that resisted fire, that is the one attack that can one-shot. That flare from the Dark King will do over 900 damage. That would be a straight-up one-shot here. So the main character with the fire resistance, since flare is not a non-elemental spell, he is able to walk that off. Otherwise, that would have been another wipe. So thankfully, that armor that was picked up along the way, and we have an Aegis shield and Gaia armor and the Apollo helmet, like all of those wonderful things, keeping Tybalt somewhat safe here.
Yeah, it really makes Ben earn his keep and be the best protagonist he can be. With all the final pieces of equipment, Ben has every resistance to everything in the game. All elements, all status ailments. He's truly stacked. Ooh, defense strats, man after my own heart. So what defense strats here do, and this is something that you can attest to, Possum, as well. When you use defense on a character, you block an incoming attack for another character and basically guarantee that Ben's going to get hit there instead of Phoebe. And that'll let you set up your defense for stuff like webs.
Well, it's fine. It's fine.
I was about to say that was a fat finger, but it paid off in your favor. Yep. Life on Ben's not something bad to have.
Yeah, the whole thing.
Every time I see that laser, I clench.
The whole thing with vanilla versus the randomizer is, imagine in the vanilla game you're doing this. If you couldn't actually do the cure strats, you'd be in here with a character with 800, with somewhere around 800 HP, and it's really spooky in the vanilla runs.
You might want to do Madam President strats. So if he doesn't go down here, you can have Ben constantly defend Phoebe, and then have Phoebe be your attacker, and then just heal Ben every other turn. That's what we call Madam President strats, because she is the queen.
Yeah, she is.
But this is the one fight where it is truly a team effort more than anything else.
GG.
And there is GG Tybalt.
Oh.
I had my back like partially turned down. I saw that web.
Man, the first time went through, like I was cruising, then Dark King said, "No, you're not getting under an hour. I'm gonna make sure of that."
Dark King reminded us that it is Dark King.
That was a brutal tier 3 as well. That was a max roll HP tier 3. So you had to deal with the whole gamut of shenanigans in that one. So very well done, man. Great show.
That was a good run.
But yeah, for all three of you, where can they find all of you? Where can they find the Mystic Quest randomizer community? Like, the floor is yours.
I guess I'll go ahead and lead off. My name's Hebbings. You can find me at twitch.tv/Hebbings. I'm a moderator for the Mystic Quest Randomizer Discord, which you can find a link to at ffmqrando.net. You can also get access to our beta version of the randomizer. So if you want to test out new features for us and let us know what's breaking, what's not working, what's coming down the pipe, no need to sign up for the Discord or anything. We have a beta link on the left-hand side there, but we do ask that you join the Discord and report any bugs, because we want to be able to make this as fun as possible for you guys. And I love seeing more people join the Discord. It makes me happy to see more people checking out this randomizer, because it just has a plethora of options and it has a ton of replayability. And it's just a good time for people to get into for their first randomizer, I think.
Yeah, and you can find me at twitch.tv/PossumMorpheus. Primarily, I actually run Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise, which is up next. Shoutouts to those wonderful folks. But the Mystic Quest game itself was the first Final Fantasy I ever played. Didn't play another one actually until the PlayStation era, so I took a long, long time off of Final Fantasy games as a kid. But love Mystic Quest, always did. You always remember your first rando or your first Final Fantasy, and that was mine. So. Was always drawn in as soon as I found out there was a rando available. The folks over there in the Discord are incredible, always available to answer my questions, because I have a lot of the vanilla side that I know about, but not a lot of the rando side. So I'd go in there and ask questions, and within a matter of minutes, I'd get answers on it. It was always phenomenal. So huge shout outs to Hebbings and Wildham and everybody else on that Discord side for the MQ rando. It's incredible.
You can catch me at twitch.tv/Tibble2010. Right there with Possum, I generally will play Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise. I do play a little bit others, and I speedrun the vanilla version of Mystic Quest every once in a while. Yeah, shout outs to the Mystic Quest Rando crew for allowing me to do this for them.
Yay! It was so much fun.
It was a great time.
Yeah, I had an absolute blast showcasing this. Shaking my fist at the Dark King and Phoebe. But everybody, give GG's one more time to Tybalt, Hebbings, and Possum Morpheus for that fantastic Final Fantasy Mystic Quest randomizer. We are going to take a quick hydration break, everybody. So make sure you refill your water cups or containers or bottles, what have you. And we'll be back with another randomizer that was actually mentioned, the Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise randomizer. So stay tuned. Hello, friends, and welcome back to our second awesome randomized run of Express Lane today. Before we get started in that, and before I introduce this wonderful group of people, I do have a couple things I need to tell you. First and foremost, if you missed out on the beginning of this show, or How to Trace Speedrunner before this, or any of our other Hotfix shows, you know what you should do? You should head to check out the VODs. Go to youtube.com/gamesdonequick and enjoy the fun there. And again, don't forget to hit subscribe on the channel. And also, did you know that any of your subs, your Prime Gaming subs, your gift subs, and even those bits that you'll cheer on this GDQ Twitch channel, those help support Games Done Quick Hotfix, so we can have shows like this all year round. So if you really enjoy watching these speedruns daily, how would you consider subscribing to the channel? We would love you lots. We love you lots as it is, because all of you are awesome and cute and amazing. But with that, I'm going to turn this over to a randomizer that is very near and dear to my heart. Actually, the very first randomizer I ever played, Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise. So, awesome FE crew, take it away.
And good evening, GDQ and Free Enterprise fans. I am Alicel. I am here joined by Dathis. We are going to be the commentators for tonight's race. How are you doing tonight, Dathis?
I am doing fantastic, Allie. It has always been a pleasure to do comms with you. And, between all the stuff we do behind the scenes, and it's nice to step in front of the mic for the first time in a hot while.
Well, and we are here with Tafro and Gurin26, two runners who were our top two runners from our Pink Puff League.
Yeah, the PPL, which is a league done by the lovely host here, Oscar, which is very welcoming and very much for helping new runners. Anybody who thinks they need to learn some skills, that's great to bring that up and teach them how to be ready to run races, be they community or if they want to do some of the tournaments that we even hold. And yeah, the top two finishers, as you mentioned, I'm excited to see how they're going to be doing today.
Let's just say there is an unsettled score that they're settling tonight.
Oh.
But yeah, if everybody's ready, if our two runners are ready to go, we can get this race started. Our runners, yes, no, ready, maybe so? All right. Well, who would like to give the countdown?
Allie, I will defer to you.
I can go ahead and give the countdown. And it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And for those who have not seen Free Enterprise, it is the open world randomizer for Final Fantasy IV, Final Fantasy II for the US back in the 90s. And it is a great randomizer.
Yeah, there are different Final Fantasy IV randomizers. This is one where it is more just characters, key items, and bosses only that are randomized, as well as treasure. But the flag set that we're doing today is called Supermarket Sweep. If any of you remember that television show from a little bit back in the late 90s, early 2000s, that means we're not going to be getting anything from all these treasure chests. We are going to do a lot of shopping and looking for a lot of characters.
Well, they can't get anything from those treasure chests because it's empty.
That is very true. So the only things we'll find are key items or trapped chests, which are very fun. But so far, both runners, you are not seeing double. They decided they wanted to go to Mysidia, one of the main parts for 2 characters, and what we like to colloquially find or call Team Go Up Ordeals.
And for a quick question in chat, this does have an objective system. We do have complete Cave Magnus, launch the Falcon, return the pan to Yang's wife, and conquer the Vanilla Masamune altar. So 3 of those objectives, they're on the Earth. That 4th objective is going to be up on the moon. It is the Ogopogo altar. A little concerning for our runners because there can be some real nasty things up there.
However, I don't know if you've been paying attention to the shop that was here in Mysidia. That is adamant armors. That's defense swords. Those are ninja blades. We have a build and edges throwing emporium. We also have ourselves a good-ish weapon for Cecil. Not the crystal swords we're kind of hoping to find, but you can't really complain when you have a defense sword like his 3rd strongest weapon in the game. Hey, look, one of your favorite characters.
I mean, I can always complain. And that is a Porum. Porum is a white mage.
All hail Queen Porum.
Crystal swords and dwarf axes. Well, if you didn't want to go up the ordeals before, you really do now.
Crystal Sword, of course, being Cecil's ultimate weapon in the game, other than Supersmith, but that's kind of a little more complicated. But yeah, you definitely want to turn that Cecil into a paladin, which does require you going up Mount Ordeals, like in the vanilla game. Also, like in the vanilla game, that Tella will learn all of his spell suite once you go up Ordeals.
Yeah, so it really incentivizes, again, to get the pair of them to go there, but we have a lot of diversions. We have free key items on, Artemis arrows and the lightsabers. Good items for throwing and for utilizing. Whereas we have the pickup of the magma key over on Vita's side. That is going to be very beneficial.
What does the magma key do?
The magnet key gives us free access to the underground. However, one of our objectives is the other way to get underground. So it's if you want to go down quick and get some checks, you can, but you're going to be taking the hook route eventually, I think.
And
go ahead.
If I remember correctly, the hook was the first item that they got, so...
I mean, I think I would much rather go down the magma key route, get a few levels, do a few more things, and then maybe finish up with that hook route.
Yeah.
Absolutely, but again, we're really just looking to try and maybe find some sirens to gain some levels when we go anywhere, or could just brute force a couple of these bosses and find some other characters. But if we find anything else that can use Stardusts and Grimoires, well, if we were thinking about having some issues anywhere before, we have enough J items, or items that were exclusive to the Japanese version of FF4, to rip through any boss that we can really find, especially with the vampires.
So I know that was talked about earlier with the Mystic Quest randomizer, what all can be randomized, but for, again, people just tuning in or like seeing this randomizer and a lot's getting thrown at them, how much is randomized? Like how much control do you have over that randomization for free enterprise?
So for free enterprise, you of course start with the enterprise, so it is completely open world. Bosses can be shuffled, treasures can be shuffled, trap chests can be shuffled within their dungeons, so you of course won't find the warrior's chest in Antlion Cave yet. With bosses being shuffled, you do have the original stats of the boss put onto the new boss that's there, which turns out the programmers made some questionable choices, and we don't really need to give that boss an attack stat because all it does is cast magic. Well, let's just make it as high as you can think of.
Yeah.
Some bosses get punchy.
Oh, yeah, it is very entertaining when you see Ogo Pogo at either Leviathan or the Bahamut spot, and just like, oh, this isn't going to be that bad. Why does that hurt so hard?
Or Dark Knight Cecil just doing terrible things in some locations.
King Queen Eblin, always a classic. It is a favorite jump scare for people who are not prepared for how much attack is there. Because that is not only a high attack spot, but it is fast as well, isn't it?
And there is the first one of our boss checks. That is an Earth Crystal from Antlion. That opens up 2 more character checks. And I think on Supermarket Sweep, we are looking for one very specific ninja that we saw in the last randomizer.
Indeed. The main character that was changed over to our boy Edge, who just likes to throw everything, including the kitchen sink, normally would be very fantastic to see. However, with C standard or standard randomization of the characters, he's only going to be behind key item locations, such as the Earth Crystal or the package if we find it. Might even be on the hook route. Who knows? That's where his vanilla location is. We like to see him in that spot.
I hope he's on the giant.
Why do you wish for chaos tonight?
I always wish for chaos.
This is very true. But less chaos, we have the officer soldier fight, or the Kaipo soldier fight, that is sitting here in the Fabul defense. So a nice free boss in a free location. You'd prefer them maybe a little later, like maybe on the vanilla Masamune altar, but get it out quick so you can get some key fast.
Yep, and we do see Vitafro going down that Antlion check while Gurren has finished up the bull defense and getting the pink tail. I mean, sure, I guess. It's a key item?
Hey, when you want 10 key items for double XP later on, can't say no to that.
You can buy 99 adamant armors.
But it could be something else. It could be anything else. Oh no, with the adamant flag on, it just auto-locks to adamant armor. You know what? That's fair. But look, you gotta have 99 plus 1.
Ah yes, taking up that extra inventory slot, which in Supermarket Sweep is far more noticeable than you would like it to be because, well, if I can buy one, why don't I just buy 99 of it? And then you have an entirely full inventory of 99 things that you don't necessarily need.
But then you get inventory boss, which is awesome. Not for speedrunning.
Yeah, awesome is not the words the runners would use.
That's where the Zeus Gauntlet was.
Yep. I'm surprised. Okay, I am impressed.
So-
Usually you love Silvara. I'm surprised you didn't check there.
That is my number one fated shop in the entire game.
What? I've seen you check Silvara before any other runner would. That's why I was surprised. Hey, look, a second Cecil though.
There's a second.
Did you want one? How about two?
So, some background here. The seed roller, the person that found the seed for this was actually Dathis. So Dath is one of the vetters of the seed. I was the other vetter of this seed. And what I love about this is seeing just how widely divergent, like, my run of this is compared to these two. Like, Antlion Cave. I forgot that existed, and I didn't even go there.
I have been burned in runs in one tournament race before, and I never forget Antlion after that.
Shout out to my good buddy PK and fading Antlion, because you always fade Antlion.
I don't think he knows where it is on the map.
His sprite does. Actually, talk about some of the sprites that are available.
Yeah, Ali, you want to talk about the different sprites that we have between the palette swaps and everything else?
Sure. So we do have some very fun colors on all of our characters here. There are a total of 13 palettes, including the original, for each of the characters. We have some that are inspired by, like, superheroes. Like, you'll have Jessica Jones, Rosa, or Terra from Final Fantasy VI colors. And then some are just fun colors. Like, we've got Vaporwave.
Good one.
So these were all made by Scala Kitty, our art director for Free Enterprise, who put in so much time and work on this randomizer. Just the beating heart and soul.
Yeah, a lot of the art assets behind the scenes done. And as we were mentioning, the final boss is another one that changes sprites as often as we'd like it to, because you cannot say no to just a multitude of the different sprites, whether they be from pop games, other different shenanigans, or even previous tournament winners and runner-ups. Like, we have them in the pool too. Or if you would like, there is a single sprite that is in there twice. See if you can find it.
Now, we kind of haven't been touching on what our runners exactly are trying to do. For those who might not be familiar with the randomizer, they do have the objectives that they have to complete. Complete Cave Magnus, launch the Falcon, return the Pan, and conquer the Vanilla Mazamoon altar. They do have to do 3 out of 4 of those, and that will give them the crystal. The crystal can then be used to go defeat Zeromus, who is the final boss of Final Fantasy IV. Now, getting to Zeromus, there are a couple of ways. There's, of course, walk down the lunar subterrane. It's a 2.5-minute walk. Or we might find the Free Enterprise exclusive item, the Pass, which originally got you into an exclusive club in Troya, but now just takes you straight to Zeromus, which that sounds terrible.
Speaking of terrible, how do you like fighting a Golbez in one of the slowest spots you can possibly find him?
I mean, it's better than fighting him on Sea Hero in this spot.
Very true. True. But my favorite part is I kind of looked at this and I'm like, now in normal SMS, if you find Golbez, you kind of say, no, you know what, maybe we'll come back here later. However, you really want them pal, so you kind of decide, fine, all right, I got it. Which seeing this kind of made me chuckle. I'm like, yes, slow boss in one of the worst cutscene bosses in a spot you don't want to see one.
The only good thing is that Cecil is not going to get any XP from this fight, so you can still find something nicer and juicier for him to get lots of XP on.
Oh, and there will be tons of things to get XP on. And we see the adamant armor doing its job, protecting against instant death. So it's just kind of looking at this Shadow Dragon going, can I assist you with something? And unfortunately, a little bit too early on the vampires. Yeah, this is why Golbez is really annoying, because it takes a while to set his flag so that he can actually be damaged, even if Shadow Dragon's done the rest of its script. It is... You just kind of look and you go, Can we do this now? Can we fight, please? And
we have another question from chat. what is an anchor, and why is it so annoying to have a fast character with this Gulbez fight? So anchoring is kind of a little more of an advanced subject, but something that you'll definitely want to learn if you want to pick up this randomizer. Slow anchor makes that character go slow and everything else goes slower. Fast anchor makes everything go fast. That's the long and short of it. This is a very slow spot. Eddie was a very slow anchor, which means you're wasting time because everything is slow. Typically, you want a slower anchor, especially on harder fights, because it makes all your faster characters get even more turns.
Yeah, the overworld is where you really benefit from a fast anchor. So, like, this is where Edge was, like, some of our favorites because he makes fights just go super quick. He takes multiple turns. And there's also just the joy of just him going about, his usual shenanigans and being as overpowered as Edge does like to be. But what we do see here is Warren is going and deciding that Baron is the next location, and I absolutely agree. And we see that we have multiple ways of giving him some good equipment and just making sure he gets to do the damage we need him to do.
And yet we have no hats.
You don't need a hat. Let his hair. You see how majestic that man's hair is? Let it just flow in the wind.
But then we're going to have to do a safety dance. And here we have Wyvern. Wyvern can be scary, except we are on Wyburn. That is Wyburn with a WHY. So he does not open with Mega Nuke. Not opening with Mega Nuke is great because you can kill it first.
Yeah, and especially in a spot like this, this is exactly where your Cecil or multiple Cecils would shine here. If, for example, we have on Vita Fro's side, the Crystal Sword and the X-Cals make very short work because it's so much power. The look up Vita Fro's face right there just tells you everything you need to know about how happy people are about this. But yeah, with that nice quick fight,
Yay!
that's we have an objective on our screen though. That is our second objective that we have access to now, and it is also a purple Rosa.
But Harv, I would say for talk about the ever-present battle between the Harp believers and the people that are wrong.
Well, Twin Harp. Twin Harp is a very divisive check. It is one boss with one key item, and it is a very long walk and a chocobo ride. But Free Enterprise loves to randomize as much as we can. We randomize the music that Edward plays, so you get to hear a new and fun song. There are hundreds of songs in the pool, mostly from other video games, and just lovingly done by Board and Calmlamity and Xenocat, just wonderful members, and Gurren doing what I do every time and hitting the wrong chocobo.
Yep, every once in a while, just the birds don't want to play nice. The different songs. I've always been a big fan of what Calmlamity and Xenocat were able to do in the last little bits. Xenocat even done a couple from the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV. No, I'm not going to do that whole thing. Not doing it, even though I don't have it memorized.
I will also make the noise.
Wow. That hurts. But yeah, there's been a couple from some of the newer raids that Xenocat just did a fantastic job on, and was actually one that the two of you ladies did for a submission, and I had to snag that seat off you because that song was absolutely fantastically done.
I can't remember what I did 20 minutes ago.
I just host here.
I had tea.
There is two songs that I absolutely love that I remember. but I haven't heard any of either one of them in a hot minute.
Wait, there were elixirs in this seed?
Yep.
I had no healing items. What? What?
I didn't even know there were Cure 3s in Kaipo. I ignored that place entirely. Yeah, I think Silvara had elixirs as well. I can't remember. But I didn't really have a whole lot of healing worries. But yeah, as we said, there's the joys of the Dark Elf cutscene is the fact that if you take a little bit of time, or if you're not fully magnetized, you then have to go through this part of the cutscene where he casts the tier 2 spells on you, which normally kills you unless you have adamant armor on.
But I will come in and say that this song is related to our brand new Z spray. Ooh. Dot, dot, dot.
We will talk some more about the songs afterwards, because I know people like to talk through, and I'm not one of them.
So that, my friends, was a Mystic Quest song.
It sounded very vaguely Mystic Questy. I am very much enjoy that. Now, I'm also kind of happy that that was the boss that was there, because normally if it's a lower HP boss, you can kind of rip through it. And the joys of that, though, is you have to hit that one 3 times, but you also get that little cutscene in between. So you have the joys of, hey, this is just extending it a little bit. Not as long as, say, the Alt Gauntlet, but that's an entirely different discussion for maybe later, or who knows. But yeah, what Mystic Quest song was that?
I believe that was the battle theme.
It was the boss theme.
It was the boss theme.
Thank you, Allie.
Which we just heard in our previous run with Tybalt running the Mystic Quest randomizer.
Yet another one of our fantastic community members. And yet, we have Gwaren doing what a lot of people like to do. There's 3 checks that people like to do in one right after the other, and it's Harp into Earth Crystal into hopefully Baron Key, because they all kind of drop you off near each other. So if you can do those all in one round, fantastic, wonderful, awesome. But if not, then it's kind of one of those, you don't really want to have to come bounce around. It's another good reason why we got the Earth Crystal and the Twin Harp at the same time.
Yep, this is just beautiful routing. Although sometimes you start with the Baron Key, and then you go to the Earth Crystal, and then you go to the Twin Harp, because that is what the seed does to you. And then you have to move things 3 times. It's great.
Oh, it's my favorite. And then you forget you parked the free Enterprise down at Troya, and you bring something else over, and you go, wait, hold on, why is that here? You have to walk. That's my favorite.
Not gonna lie, I'm having fun seeing this particular check, because this check, I have no idea who's here.
Oh, you completely faded.
I never got the Earth Crystal.
Huh.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fair.
Or no, sorry, I didn't check it.
we do have a good bit of leg here. He only counters physical attacks and summons. So if you're using magic, i.e. these vampires on him, it's going to be a little bit slower because he's got just about 9k HP. But what it does do is that it speeds this fight up a lot. But yeah, the Ice 2 from Palom, I did not have him at this point. I was more on Vita Fro's side. But as we see here, still getting through the fight real quick. And I'm going to stop talking for the reprise of some more boss music.
I think we still have Garen's audio right now, so we can keep talking for a bit.
Then I will definitely keep talking, because I like doing that. Hey look, my boy!
Nice.
Yeah, a lot of us have our own favorite characters within Free Enterprise. Ali is a very much well-known and lover of Porum, as is Oscar for having
No, Bridia is mine.
Oh, is it ready? I don't know. Why? Oh, you don't like when people talk bad about Porum, though.
No, because she's the white mage that will dodge things.
That is, yeah.
And knows exit without having to do this check.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, this is Kane and Rydia, definitely characters at this point. You're kind of like maybe, but probably not. I would take the Kane, but I love him. He is one of my favorite characters. Asuka, as much as she has the emote and loves Porum, she does love her Bonk Queen, but we know that she is a bitter fan of the Bard. I am a lover of the Knight of the Air of the Dragoon, so...
Who just got yeeted from Garen's party.
Look, when I vetted this seed, my Kane carried me through the entirety of the early game, okay? I found the defense sword, found a Kane, he said, fine, let's go.
Well, Gurren found a Cecil and a crystal sword, and that trumps your Kane.
He has to get there first.
I was underground 20 minutes ago.
Probably.
And while we say that, I love Rydia, nothing makes me happier than a crystal sword adamant Cecil.
Oh, crystal sword adamant Zeus bandana. Yeah, just go. Just burr. Have fun.
And honestly, something I do like about this randomizer, and you two can touch on a little bit while we're seeing a little bit of rubber banding, with the different characters. Like, there are some characters that are better in certain flag sets than others. And some kind of joke flag sets make certain punch mages terrible, and so on and so forth. So, like, kind of talk about that a little bit, or like why maybe our mages might not be as, or black mages that might not be as strong in Supermarket Sweep.
If you have to do a full grind in Supermarket Sweep, something has gone critically wrong. So if your Palom has nuke in Supermarket Sweep, I'm real sorry. I'm real sorry.
Yeah, no. Generally, you're kind of just no. But what we do see here is we do have Gwaren picking up something absolutely wonderful. That is the darkness crystal. We are in full. That's the cane. See, that's the cane that I grabbed. Why do you let my boy go to the wayside? It hurts me.
Because you have a crystal sword Cecil.
But Kane. Anyway.
I'm just going, there's a darkness crystal in this scene.
Wait, you found the pan?
Yeah.
Where was the pan?
In my least favorite check in the game.
Oh, Dwarf Castle.
Yeah.
Maybe we shouldn't spoil the seed for the viewers.
That's fair. That's fair. You know what?
Ooh, what are they doing right now? Actually.
So they are turning in the rat tail and pink tails that they both have, where they both are getting the Luca key, which is a check that, because we have the warp glitch on, that key alone is a dead and terminal key item. It's nice for your 10 key item
count. Not on.
Wait, is it not?
It's not.
Oh,
that's one of the few that isn't on.
Yeah, I purposely turned it off.
Oh wow. Yeah, I was gonna say I just saw
back row and what's the fourth one?
MP
Life.
Life. That was the fourth.
Yeah, what do some of those glitches mean, actually?
Well, the first glitch mentioned, the MP glitch, is one that is found in the vanilla speedrun, where you can underflow the amount of MP your characters have just by doing some spell shenanigans, and you have Hockey Puck 9/9 mana, which lets telecast Meteo several times. The life glitch, also used in the vanilla speedrun, allows you to bring back an enemy that has just died with their vitality stat of 0. 0 times anything is still 0, so they die again and you get double the XP. It's great.
What about 0 times 5?
It's still 0.
Are you sure about that?
I'm positive.
Excellent. Now, the Sylph glitch is an interesting one, and it's probably one of the weirdest ones if you don't understand. If Rydia is not in the middle slot, Sylph will not use MP. So if she's in the top 2 or the bottom 2, it uses 0 MP and you just get a free cast. But if she's in the center, it costs its regular MP cost, which that is an oversight of a glitch, which I don't even understand how that works like that. But sometimes Final Fantasy IV coding is, shenanigans, and we just work with shenanigans. The back row glitch is another fun one that we have, and I'm a big fan of it. We have it so that if you put on a bow and arrow on any character that can use it, or the dwarf axe on Kain, which has the ranged property, they get the back row ability, or the ability to hit the back row at full damage the rest of the game. It doesn't matter if you take them off. It doesn't matter if they re-equip it later. They just get full strength. But with the back row glitch on, that they keep that vanilla behavior. But if we turn that off, with that glitch not being there, then that means that goes away whenever you unequip anything long range.
And to kind of circle back to the Sylph glitch, there are actually, it goes so much deeper into the rabbit hole. It was actually found during one of our tournaments, was a glitch that was undiscovered until Tella was able to do things that Tella wasn't supposed to be able to do, like use MP to cast Sylph.
That's awesome.
And
oh yeah, it uses MP out of the person in the middle row. Isn't that's what it is technically?
No, it's if it is in a very specific spot, which is where you gain Rydia in the vanilla game, you are able to do some shenanigans. I don't know the full ins and outs, but because the free enterprise community is wonderful, somebody discovered it during a tournament race, and rather than keep that information to themselves, they shared it with the community. The community members love to do that. They love to share weird things that they find, any new tech. It is such a wonderful community, very welcoming, just a safe and wonderful place.
Yeah, it is. It is absolutely great. So this is one of the places where you really like that crystal sword, because it hits 8 times the strength against these enemies. D-looters are both undead and are undead dragons, and they're weak to holy and to undead weakness, which the crystal sword does. Hey, it does double damage. It does 4 times damage to undead, and it does 4 times, and it does holy damage. So you're taking all that. And have you ever watched level 1 crystal sword Cecil do quad 9 damage? That's always been a fun time.
Go ahead.
Oh no, finish your thought first.
Funnily enough, it does not do 4 times damage with an Excalibur. They are specifically weak to a crystal sword.
Yes.
They are weak to crystal sword. It's a weakness.
Now, this is actually kind of a fun fight on
jump scare
VT side, where Dark Knight, VT's not going to fight him. Why is that?
So there are several of the scripted bosses in this game that have very interesting mechanics. Yang, for example, there are fights where you have him as an enemy, one fight really, and what happens there is that if you let him attack 4 times, by the time he's queuing up his second kick, you hit him once with Paladin Cecil specifically. He says ouch, and it doesn't matter how much HP he has, he's gone. Similar to the Dark Knight here, his vanilla place is where Golbez was, at the top of the Mount Ordeals. He shoots out 3 waves, talks something about justice, I don't know, I just work here, and then crumbles to dust as we see. But the problem is, that Dark Wave is based off the physical power of wherever you are. If he was where those D-Lunars were, this would be an entirely different seed.
I believe in that D-Lunar, where the D-Lunars were in the King Queen Evelyn spot, that actually does 900 damage per wave.
I thought it was closer to... I thought it said up to 12 at one point?
That's a spicy meatball on the way.
Yeah. You could be correct, Ali. It has been a while since I've seen it, but I just know that the first time you interact with that there, that's a jump scare you're not ready for.
I mean, that's not even a jump scare. That's a, well, I better go find some Cure 3s.
Where's my Sid? But yeah, as we see that Vitafro has launched the Falcon, getting his second of 3 objectives fully done. We also are watching as Guerin is doing a bit of a grind, using those sirens, cracking some eggs, and getting some bonus experience on his side.
Scythe Marshal is checking the spreadsheet to see what is the damage at that spot. Because we of course have a spreadsheet. We have a spreadsheet for everything. We have a wiki. It's great. Great community. 10 out of 10. Would definitely say, if you like this game, join the community.
My favorite thing the community ever did, just to spite the admins, because why wouldn't we? The admins were like, you know what? You guys like your D machine grinds too much. It was a different grind than what we see here for the eggs. The admins were like, we're gonna do Eno encounters during a tournament, meaning, or E can't run. You can't run from your encounters, so you can't D money set up the normal way. What did people do? They decided to go find a step route that had a step count up to 60 different permutations. More than the D machine grind naturally had, by the way. 2 wonderful members, Simbu and Twisted Flax, went out of the way and found and made an entirely different spreadsheet on how to get past the Eno encounters, so you can go from where you're standing here, like do say 2 encounters outside of Baron, and it's this floor you'll find a D machine grind. Or if you do this then the encounters, it'll be on this floor you'll find your D machine grind. And it's just like, the things the community has done has been absolutely amazing, and I love the fact that I can say I'm a part of it.
Yeah, it's grinds in general have always been kind of contentious in RPGs, because you gotta have levels to fight the final boss, but grinds are boring, but you gotta have levels. One thing that the admins have definitely gone away from is trying to control the grind meta anymore. Y'all just figure it out.
And we do, and I love the fact that it's still contested even in the group themselves too. Like, there's some people, there's adventurers in this scene. Sorry. So there are people who like swear by doing D machine grinds. There are people who swear by doing eggs and going and getting sirens however they can. Then there are people like me who like the grinds that nobody really enjoys, which is doing door grinds in Luca Cave. But that's because I really like doing off the wall things.
Hashtag team no grind.
Yep.
Then you have strange people like me.
That's hashtag. You mean hashtag swag runs? But yeah, we are just finishing. And yeah, speaking of that, as we have Dwarf Castle with an Odin in a kind of punchy but still easy spot. As you also see, we like to talk about our different memes here. Speaking of, we're just finishing up the end of a tournament right now, the OMG League that we have going on. And yeah, if you've ever wanted to see some of the thing in action, we have some runs coming up in the middle of the week.
Side note,
if you join it
before we get to Odin, you'll get a kick out of who we find here. I'm just saying. Carry on.
Will we get one?
This is why I enjoyed Dwarf Castle, but carry on.
All right. But yeah, and I know Allie and our admins have been doing wonderful jobs keeping everything running and rolling behind the scenes. But like you said, we're going to get a kick out of who is here. That's a Mylon of some variety. This poor Mylon.
Wait for it.
There's a foo? There's a foo?
Yeah.
So I see how you fought Zeromus.
Actually, I fought Z with Rosa, one Cecil, Kane, Boo, and a Rosa Anchor. So 2 Rosas. Hi. Carry on. Tournament.
Yes, the OMG, the Omnidextrous Memers Guild, the first one of our tournaments to actually use one of our wacky flags. It allows any character to equip any weapon or equipment in any hand they want. You can wear pants on your head, you can wear rings on your head, you can wear shirts on your head, you can wear shirts on your fingers. You do you. It also makes for some very, very quick races, some very overpowered setups. Once you get to Zeromus, things are pretty solved.
Just like with V is gonna find the pan. So, that reaction on his face speaks volumes. Because guess what he has?
That has put him officially into his go mode.
He is now in go mode. But what does he have to do with that pan?
Bonk and Monk. We'll see that in just a second, but he's going to be doing a little bit of a grind, it looks like, with some of these sirens that he's got. But he's got to go to a cave just a little bit north and west of where he is. Wake Up Yang, which is where you get the Sylph Summon in the vanilla game. And he's going to get a random item, and then he has to go turn it back to Sheila, which gives us the spoon, or the knife, depending on which version. And but it won't be that this time. Unfortunately, no spoon word to be found just yet. We do have a chance. There is a chance.
Now, Gurren has already done his grind, so I don't foresee us seeing him picking up that. Now, Gurren knows he's in go mode. He has the other version of go mode.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited for this version.
But Vitafro definitely wanted to take a chance, knowing that K-Main, you're going to find things in your main K item checks. That means your Dwarf Castles, your Luca Caves, Sheila check 1 and 2. You're not going to find stuff on the moon. You're not going to find it in the summon spots. So definitely took a gamble and got paid out with that Dwarf Castle check.
Yeah, and it's again, this is another thing of what I like about the 304 especially. It's you with not having to do all of them, it's these are the 3 I've got. I could look for more, or I could just absolutely run and go kind of thing. And that's why I like Guerin saying, you know what, I'll take my chances and see what's on the Masamune altar, because you have adamant armors, you have crystal stored or Excalibur Cecils. There's really nothing to fear except fear itself and a big bang into Medio combo. But aside from that, there's really nothing you have to worry about on the moon, in my opinion. Whereas Vitafro is going to do the first half of Wake Yang with the Pan.
So by waking Yang with the pan, does that give go mode?
That does
No.
not. He then has to go turn it back to his wife Sheila. Bonk.
What is the item that in Mystic Quest we talked about a whole bunch of different items that are needed for Go mode? What all is specifically needed for Go mode in Free Enterprise, at least in this flag set?
The crystal and some way to get to Zeromus.
And we
And
have,
then whatever you need to do those objectives to get the crystal.
and the nice way is we have at least two, considering we saw passes in Mysidia. So we have that way, or we have the Darkness Crystal that Guerin and Vita Furrow both are sitting on. So there's not just one way, which is nice. It's, again, like you said, the dance area is always a joy.
This is honestly one thing I love about Free Enterprise. Our runners have gone two completely different routes. And like V isn't even going to go on the moon, aside from the final boss fight where Guerin is clearly in the moon. But it's still going to be fairly close. I'd say V is a bit ahead.
Oh,
because the pass route, but Guerin is also going to be right next to the final boss when Guerin finishes that fight.
And depending on the complexity of the boss that's down there, he may just walk straight to Zeromus.
I do love me a swag walk. And I will say that when I vetted, I definitely did do the swag walk because I had no fear. But I mean, I understand some people not doing so because the safety. But yeah, this is where we're gonna get the crystal swords. We have all these, again, the adamants, everything you need. This is the final equip we have going here. Guerin though, V though has returned the pan to Yang's wife. We have a crystal, and again, the last equip change. So we still have one boss to do on Guerin's side.
And one thing for those who have not seen the randomizer, one thing we've talked a little bit about is the Z sprite. Zeromus, of course, being the final boss, is just not a boss that can be randomized into the pool. There's just too much of a script to it. So, again, we want to have Zeromus be randomized in some way. So much like the music, we just changed what Zeromus looks like.
And again, this is a brand new, not before seen sprite.
I am super excited. But hey, look what you got to fight here if you want to go the other route. This is the Fabul Gauntlet you got to go through.
I am so glad I found that pan.
Yep. Oh, this is even better, the fact that you didn't know this was here.
No.
So, SMS seeds. Like, you love to go fast. You hate two bosses. You hate Golbez and you hate the Gauntlet. This is how I finished my seed when I was doing the vetting, and I'm like, you know what? This is exactly what we need to show off. Let alone the fact that I finished it within the time that Oscar was asking for. I saw this, I'm just like, oh, we can't not say no to this. And Lord knows, found the other go mode.
Yep. And actually, speaking of go mode again, V is going into that final boss right now. There is a tradition that you hear in Free Enterprise. Feel free to indulge everybody really quickly.
Allie, please. I will defer.
Well, I kind of gave a brief explanation of what Zeromus is. So a question that we like to ask that's been around since the first tournament that we ever did 5 years ago. Whose butt are we going to kick tonight?
Something.
Absolutely. I'm a big fan of Witch Butt, but as we see, we are also on the second last fight of Guerin's side, so he's right behind, just holding that A button. Crystal Throne, here it goes. I am very excited to see what butt is going to be shown.
And we know what it's a reference to.
Is it the end boss of Mystic Quest?
It is.
Wait, what? Oh, Allie, I hope you were taking a drink and almost spat out.
And this is Shruggamus. It is a reference to Benjamin, who loves to shrug. We have many, many members of the free enterprise community that love Mystic Quest. I think we even had a tournament recently that had this sprite as one of the team's like mascots.
Yep. And wasn't Push Me to Jump even inspired because of the jumping in Mystic Quest?
I mean, I know that they took the sound effect from it.
Yeah, which is very hilarious. The fact that it's the symbiotic relationship between the speedrunners and the randomizer and the different runners we have in our community. But yeah, you see Rosa getting in on the action too. That's a lot of damage.
Now, I didn't see any counter nukes come out, so this could be a little rough. Oh no, he must have thrown a silk web.
Yeah, earlier on, I'm pretty confident, but yeah, this is a Shruggamus who unfortunately is just kind of looking, going, "Why are you hitting me so hard?" Because we have a crystal sword. That's why.
2.
That's true. We have multiple crystal swords. We have a Avenger cane, and we have Artie Rosa, who is putting up some numbers too.
I'd like to point out she's putting up more numbers than that cane.
Mm-hmm.
Not with that 3,000 hit.
Yeah, well,
Rosa hits 24, capping it at 24.
Yeah, well, she doesn't need an Avenger sword.
No, she just needs a bow and arrow.
And she's doing just fine.
Absolutely. And oh no, this is Shake. I was gonna say, do we have a crack bang? But no, it's not quite yet. But
Ooh, are we going for the swag nuke?
One thing our runners like to do, especially. Oh, time.
What thing does runner like to do, Allie?
They will count damage, and you'll see runners do what we call a swag nuke. You do not want to do direct magic damage to Zeromus. He does not like that.
No, he does not. But yeah, that is officially Shruggamus down on V's side. That is the official winner of the Pink Puff League, as far as I'm aware.
Yep.
Oscar?
Yep, that is the winner of Season 5 of the Pink Puff League.
Again, get your GGs out in chat. We're going to get both the runners in here at the end. Will we have time to interview them for a quick little chat?
Yeah.
We'll get some interviews going while we have the interesting thing is we have the same color palette of Cecil and Rosa, but we have fairly differing teams on both sides. We have some spells being reflected with this Palom. We've got Rosa casting white as well. We've got Eddie doing Rosa levels of damage with Artie on his side. On that side, it's interesting how a little bit of divergence in party is just that wide.
Now, I think Vitafra went for a much safer, just straight Zerker. That's more of what you see with SMS, whereas Gurren is going for what we call a hybrid strat, where you do both physical damage and reflected magic damage on Zeromus.
which is one of the more standard strats for average seed running.
And we are going to get the most important check of the game to see how many boxes were opened. It should only be one.
Absolutely.
It was only one.
One of 32. There are 31 trap chests out there that were untouched. Look, please. This holiday season, what you really need to do is you need to go out there and make sure that all of the monsters that are in those trap chests are brought inside. If you're cold, they're cold. Bring them in and take care of them. Don't leave a chest unopened. Sponsored by Loot Goblins Anonymous.
Ooh, we have rocks. Quick summary of what rocks phase is. Go.
Rock's phase is the last 12,000 damage needed to take on Zeromus, where he just continually spams Meteo that may or may not hit your party because it has a terrible accuracy and they're wearing adamant armors. They are dodgy.
Time.
And yeah, 12,000 HP ain't nothing to a Crystal Sword Cecil.
All right. Let's bring our runners back into the live channel. That is GG's for Garen as well, so get some GG's in chat. And we got V and we have Garen.
Hey there.
Hi,
Hey.
GG's, y'all.
How'd we do?
Well, we have Garen with a time of 55 minutes, 39 seconds. V, you have a time of 52 minutes and 32 seconds. So our winner of Season 5 PPL goes to Vitafro. GG's.
GG's.
I'm going to guess you didn't do the gauntlet at Massa.
No, I did not.
Here,
So-
Nobody wants to do that.
So I'll say this is actually interesting. So Asuka and I were actually the two people who vetted the seed for you. And from what it sounds like, you two literally, Gurn, you did the exact same thing I did, and
V did the
you
same
followed
exact thing.
Asuka's route.
Yep.
Like, it makes me chuckle. Although your team V was actually closer to what I had. I had double Crystal Sword
power
Cecil's way.
overwhelming.
Yeah.
I think I ended with like a. Dathis, where were you at? Like 52 or so?
50, I think 52 and a half is what I finished at.
It was 50:01.
Oh, yeah. That definitely the pan check is faster than, and also I think I finished with 8 key items, so I did an 8 key item grind.
Nice.
I ground before I went up to the moon, so that kind of hurt.
Did you guys use magma or hook to get
Oh,
underground?
I went hook straight down.
I went magma
I
first.
did.
Because I was at 9 key items before I went down, so why not?
Magma 6 minutes in. That's all I'm going to say.
I think I did. Where did I go? I got Kane from the hovercraft, and he just carried me through to get the Cecils online, and then I just went underground after that because nothing's standing in front of 2 Crystal Sword adamant Cecils.
That felt sad, getting Kane after finishing the overworld.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
But it was
again,
okay.
you start with a hook. You go raise the hovercraft first. It's right there.
But I wasn't going to go do it yet, so I waited.
I will say we don't have too much time to go into a full interview, but I did want to just mention or just ask both of you, since you are from the Pink Puff League from this season and we're competing in the recent tournament, like tell me your thoughts on just your experience so far and any quick shout outs for you two and then Dathis and Allie as well. Either of you can start.
All right, it was fun. I mean, I knew that there was going to be a gauntlet at that Massa spot. I don't know why I bothered to check that, but yeah, memes were fun.
Shout out to Free Enterprise, everybody, and John Burkhead for getting me into this amazing group with amazing people. And thanks to you, everybody doing this here.
And then where can everybody find you for? Like on Twitch. What are your Twitch streams?
Twitch.tv/VTafro.
Yeah, twitch.tv/Garen26.
Twitch.tv/Dathis.
I restream Free Enterprise, so watch at twitch.tv/freeenterprise or Free Enterprise 2 or Free Enterprise 3 because that is where I am 95% of the time. Because that is home.
That is also very much our homes.
And feel free to join the Free Enterprise community. There's a Discord for it. And yeah, check it out. But any last quick closing thoughts?
Just a huge thank you to you for bringing us in here. To the wonderful admins in the Free Enterprise Discord. I love y'all. And yeah, just shout outs to all of y'all.
Yeah, again, big shout outs to Free Enterprise for, again, having a place I've been able to find. Ali for doing comms with me, because as I said, I know it's been a while since you did comms, and I always appreciate doing them with you. And yeah, GDQ for letting me assist and ramble yet another time. I don't know why you keep bringing me back, but I appreciate it every time.
Again, everybody, thank you so much for coming on. Everybody give some more GGs to the whole Free Enterprise crew. Shout out to, again, Scala Kitty for that fantastic sprite for the Z fight. With that, we are taking a quick break away from randomizers, and just when we come back, we will just be dealing with some pure RNG fun with Payday 3, played in co-op by Metroid Crime and Indie Villain. So sit tight, and we'll be right back. Hello and welcome back to the final run of tonight's Express Lane. We have a fantastic run of Payday 3 that we're going to get to in just a second, but I do want to remind you that there is a little event that's coming up called Awesome Games Done Quick 2024, which you should totally check out the schedule. It just got updated today. But did you know that prize submissions are officially live? So if you're pretty crafty and or you have like a unique gaming prize that you absolutely need to submit, we'd love to see it. So head to gamesdonequick.com for more information on submitting those prizes. But like I said, we have our final run of the night, which is so RNG dependent, and I love it. It is a co-op run of Payday 3 with Metroid Crime and Indie Villain. So take it away.
Hello. Thank you so much for having us. I'm Indy, and this is Metroid Crime with me by my side.
Hello.
And with us on comms is Critique Quartz. Hello, Critique.
Hello.
Excellent. So we are going to be showing off stealth missions, all loot, for 3 missions. The first one is a small bank called No Rest for the Wicked, and I think we should just ready up and talk about it while we do it, right?
Okay. Yeah, let's go.
Okay, cool.
So we're going to ready up, and then there's going to be a 4-second countdown. So once that goes down, we can start. So 4, 3, 2, 1, and go.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We'll need it.
Right.
This game is super RNG heavy. We do run unseated missions, so we're going to see where everything is while we play, and it'll be interesting because it's a little different every time.
Oh, Van's out in the
Escape
front.
Van is in
Van
front.
Yes.
Excellent.
Nice.
Heck yeah, that's what we were hoping for. So I'm sprinting straight through the back of the bank. Thanks to my loadout, I'm ignored by cameras as long as I have that skill on the lower part of the screen called Rush. Red keycard's on the bottom. I'm grabbing it now.
Okay, cool. I'm currently closing the blinds because we're taking money out of the bank and into the van in the front, and we don't want people to see that from outside.
I'm grabbing blue keycard as well.
Okay.
Oh, he was alerted to me grabbing that. That was odd.
Oh no.
He might have heard me sprinting. That's okay. No problem.
I had to grab Rush so I could run past that camera without it being an issue.
I'm gonna hack this camera. There we go.
Okay.
Blue. Before I go in there, I'm gonna check where red keycard room is.
It is there? Okay.
Over here.
Perfect. Yeah. Okay.
So I'm gonna hack this. Can you get eyes on guard?
Yeah, I'll look for him.
At this difficulty, there is only 1 guard on this floor. There is no lead guard, but We still have to watch out for where everything else is. The color is white.
Okay, cool.
That's the switch you need to flip
Okay, I'm going to go back to the blue key card room. Oh, I'm gonna get seen. Forgot,
The
did
camera,
not hack
the
this
camera.
camera.
Yep.
Yep. So I'm going to see if I can get escorted out by this guy.
Okay.
Okay, it did not remove the yellow circle. Can you come up and tag him for me?
I can.
This is kind of a bug that's
If
happening
he
at the
sees
moment.
me, is it going to be a problem? Do I need to sneak, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to wait until I
Maybe
get in
wait
here.
until the stairwell?
Yeah. I'll wait until the stairwell. I'll go upstairs.
Actually, we have an extra kill. What am I doing?
You want to take him out?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely,
Cool.
I do.
Okay, that solves it. There we go.
That'll save us time.
On the fly.
I'm
RNG.
Yep.
Love
so
it.
glad Indy already got to kill somebody.
Oh, 100%. It's, yes, absolutely.
I feel like there was a hidden timer of when this would happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, they say I'm trigger happy. I say they're just trigger sad. So, it's perfect. So cameras are down?
Camera's down. Okay, perfect. I'm going to sneak by this guard.
Oh.
Yes, I'd
You said it was white, right?
Chips, please.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Could have a pint to go with it.
He's going to see me. I'm going to have to hack his radio.
I'm on my way.
Oh, no, wait.
Don't worry.
What's going on?
He heard me
heard
sprinting.
you.
Yep. Got him.
Okay, cool.
That's
Wait.
2 for Indy.
That was Hot Greg. We just killed him.
Hot Greg.
I'm so sorry, Hot Greg.
He's heartbroken.
Yeah, absolutely heartbroken, betrayed. Oh, I'm gonna tie this woman up. I'm so sorry, ma'am.
Okay.
Put her right in this corner as well.
Okay, I'm going to start closing doors and stuff so that people don't escape.
Okay, I need to get the executive. I'm gonna karate chop.
There we go.
Tie her up too, and I'll grab him.
That's an executive with access
And now I have to
the
drag
vault.
him over. Actually, it'll be faster if I tie him up and make him follow me. So I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Come along, sir.
I feel like 3 minutes and we've gone from everything is fine to everything is on fire, and I'm here for this.
Everything is still fine. This is still
Someone see
stealth.
something.
Oh,
Hey. Run back. Who's
no.
running? Okay, cool.
got him.
Got him. Nope.
So,
Nothing a
why
quick
did you
punch to
not
the
knock
back of
him
the
out?
head can solve.
So I actually cannot do anything unless I am masked up, and I don't want to be masked up so that I can quickly transport the money out through the bank
Yep.
afterwards. Yeah. So I'm kind of
Prime
on
is going to
lookout.
save us a ton of time at the end of this level.
Yeah.
You need to go to get the computer
Okay. Going.
in
Yep.
the manager's office. And then I will input the code. I haven't killed the guard in the back yet.
Yeah. The door's also open on the red door on the side is open, but there's no one. I don't think they should be able to see anyone, and there's no one in this. Oh no, there's still one person in there.
Okay, you come start opening
Yeah.
PO boxes. I'm going to
Okay.
go make sure the bank is secure.
Cool. So I am basically opening up these lock boxes. Oops, let's do that properly. There we go. And I'm looking for 2 stacks of money. There's one, which I'm gonna grab.
It's not letting me out the window.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Okay, well, we're going for the door. Normally you can climb up that window to go kill this guy. Where is he? He's gonna be around here in the back. We do have 1 radio left, so we're fine with doing this. We are not gonna be able to kill the guard in the front this time. So we're gonna have to both use the side door.
Ah, darn. Okay,
That's
fine.
because I killed
the extra
the guy on the second floor.
Yeah, that's okay. We can do this the other way. Be
Maybe I was a
bit
little
slower.
trigger happy. Apologies.
You know what? No, it's saved. Listen, we didn't lose the round, so
Yeah. When I was sprinting in a secure area, that's always risky. You can get away with some things on this difficulty, but when we play Overkill later, we will not be able to sprint on secure areas without being heard.
I mean, I don't know. There's a comment in chat that says Indy is the most bloodthirsty man I've ever gamed with. Sometimes he starts blasting when one thing goes right. So
I found it.
Oh no, my secrets are being outed. Yeah, I'm gonna lockpick this.
Okay, cool. We're gonna go in
We
here
have
and
to
disable these.
disarm these. Yeah, disarm the die packs before they ruin the money.
Love typing on money.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
There we go.
The typing animation is very like henpecking.
Yeah, it was just
It's a
added as
single
well.
finger.
Yeah, they literally
Yeah.
just added it in a most recent patch. We actually had to change a lot of our routing for this game because a patch came out like 2 days ago or 3 days ago.
The patch really changed a lot. fix some fun glitches, but also fix some game-breaking ones too. So it's overall good.
Yeah. It added all the really good animations.
I'm really sad that Indy was so bloodthirsty you had to change your route because I've seen them run through the main lobby and just nobody react. It is the funniest thing.
Oh, jeez.
I'm just gonna do this.
I think that was it. Is that it? Or did you not pack everything up from the...
Yeah, I did not pack everything
Oh,
up.
you didn't pack everything up.
I'm being noticed by civilians.
Uh-oh. Is that gonna be a
please
problem?
come out to the van. Come out to the van. Oh, no. Well,
it's okay.
We weren't fully stealth, but we... Oh, no, we're not going to get out. They left.
No!
Oh, no. Oh, no. Wow. That was the very end. That was the escape van.
That was literally, we were at the escape van.
We were... Oh, no. Oh, my goodness.
I've never seen this before.
Yeah, we're not going to be able to escape.
Yeah, we're not actually going to be able to escape this one.
We have full stealth builds, so we are not prepared for combat, at all.
Yeah. Can we tie hostages, or it doesn't matter? It's going to take too long, I think, to...
Maybe. I tied a random woman up on the street there.
Everything is fine.
Everything's fine. Don't worry.
Things can really go wrong. You get spotted by one civilian on the street and suddenly, yeah. Well, I got the Ballards closed. Don't shoot the cops right now.
Okay,
Don't shoot the cops. Just try to trade civilians.
Okay.
We might be able to get out of here.
Trade. You got that one. There's a third one over
another.
here.
We need
Did you
another.
trade this guy over here? No, I have him.
No, I didn't.
No, it wouldn't let me.
Oh, they're full on shooting me, even though I didn't shoot them.
Okay, it's okay. It's okay,
Excellent.
it's okay. Do we have to go to the next level? Or do you want a chance? I don't know how long it takes for the getaway.
We might be able to get out. Stay together.
Okay, let's stay together. Yeah. We weren't expecting to go loud, everyone. We don't have don't have the gear for this, basically.
Yeah, not at all. I have no armor.
This is what speedrunners call routing on the fly?
Yeah, 100%.
Just the nature of RNG.
Yep.
Is it safer for us to hide? No, I'm gonna go against this.
Nope, there is nowhere to hide.
Okay.
Not on this. We are on the street at the moment. Oh, there's a cloaker coming? Cloakers are kind of Splinter Cell guys that will jump and kick you in the head.
What?
Yeah, there's some wild enemies on this. Ammo on the ground if you need it.
Armor? Okay.
Do you have medicine?
A medic bag? Yes, I do. That's not it.
We might need that in a second.
Okay.
Oh wow, there is I can't remember the name. Van is here. Get to the van. Get to the van. Get to the van.
Where are you? Where is it?
In the main street up here.
Ah!
Yeah.
I'm running.
And save?
Save. 2, 1, and
let's go.
Oh.
We get it. Yes. Okay.
What a disaster! Oh my gosh. That is not how that was supposed to go.
No,
but
we did not get all loot
completed
either, but we made it out. So I am happy with this.
That wasn't the run, but that was something. So
it was something.
Perfect. Oh goodness.
We got the 2 bonus pieces of loot was the fight scene we got to experience along the way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Oh, goodness.
Still counts.
Can't believe that. That might be the worst that's ever gone. We didn't get all the money and we triggered the alarm.
However, we still got out. We didn't die there. So
yeah, we didn't die. We didn't die, so I guess it's not the worst.
Yeah, it's not the worst it's gone. So currently, we're in matchmaking. This is an online-only game. Even though we're 2 players playing it, we're just waiting for it to matchmake for us, and then we can get into the next level, which is a big bank.
Yep, next level is called Golden Shark. It's the big bank available in the game at the moment. It's my favorite level, and I can guarantee, this is the indie villain guarantee, that it will go better than the last one.
So I have 2 fun facts about this level. One, I know in the most recent patch they added standing desks to all the employees.
Yes,
yes they did. Yes they did.
And 2, this is where you can find Hotter Greg.
Yes, Hotter Greg. I can't remember who it
There's a
was
hot Greg
though.
in every level.
Was Hotter Greg Blue Keycard Man? I can't remember.
I can't remember. I think so. Did you see?
You're the one who names them, Indy.
Yeah.
I know, and I can't remember.
He wasn't in the window, right? No, we're doing the bottom row.
No, he was not. He was not.
Do you want to do the bottom row, or should I check the third option?
I am
You're already
halfway
in there.
through the bottom
Okay,
route, so
cool,
yeah,
cool, cool.
let's do this.
I'll grab
You
the
can
QR.
put motion sensors on those guards if you want.
Yeah, I will. Yeah. Okay. I'm searching that phone for QR code.
So what we're doing right now is finding the red key card. There are 3 rooms that it can be in. I don't have rush.
Yep.
Yep. There are 3 rooms it can be in, and normally we can tell at the start of the level whether it's in the optimal spot based on the cutscene. And because the guy wasn't in the window, it means that it's not over, or most likely not in the optimal spot. So I'm checking the secondary location back here. It's not back here either.
Oh, okay. It
We
is this
did
third
get,
one. Yeah, it's fine.
We did get.
Let me
the
just
worst
hack this
RNG.
camera. Okay.
I'm looking for. I found another QR code for you. 1 sec.
Yeah. I don't think the guard is. He's not coming down here yet. Okay. Scanning.
Yeah. Sorry, Critique. What did you ask?
I was gonna say Crime threw the motion sensors on the guard so they could keep track of them.
I don't have
Absolutely.
rush. I was trying to get rush, but there's. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
You might have it before I do to get in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh no, you got it. You can find it. I hope it's one of the papers because that's my favorite new animation. Yeah, that right there. I love that. I don't know why we're picking up the papers to read
I'm
them,
gonna
but
run
I
out
love
of
it.
rush.
Are you really? Okay. Let me.
No, I got it. 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 Okay. Woo.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
So now we are going to go upstairs. I'm going to try to guess the password for the vault real fast.
Do you want?
I've only ever
No.
guessed it successfully once. I did not guess it. Is that blue key card?
I can't tell, but he doesn't have it.
Does he not have it?
So bad RNG. Yeah.
We did get the worst RNG,
Yeah.
I think.
IT department's on this side. I'm gonna hack this.
Oh no!
We literally called him blue key card man.
Okay.
The comment I saw earlier, classic GDQ, this never happens. For the record, this has never been on GDQ before. This is brand new.
Yeah, this game came
I've got
out
it.
recently, like in October, I believe.
Yeah. And it's improved a ton since then. I know that there were some rocky times at the start, but kudos to the devs for turning it into a really fun experience.
Yeah.
There we go. Hack is running.
Okay.
So now we get to sit in this horribly wired server room while this hack runs and hopefully don't get caught. I'm gonna sit in the middle of the room so that if a civilian comes in here, I get rush and they won't care that I'm in here.
Keep an eye on the server room.
Normally they like to take phone calls in here for some reason. I don't know why. But
It's a. Okay, I need to point out how bad the server room is. Just there's no cable management at all, and there's no AC. It's gonna be very hot in there.
Very.
But secondly, it's a private area. I mean, nobody can hear them while they're on their call.
True.
It might be really loud in here.
Okay, scanning. There we go.
You need to go to the IT office
Oh,
and sign
there's
off on the
a
request
camera there.
to
I'm
one
gonna
of
try
their
to hack that
computers.
before it sees me.
Patch me back in.
Crime is fixing the hack because it got interrupted.
Yeah.
It'll take just a second.
Yeah, I had to head into the IT room, which is on the opposite side of the building from the server room, to confirm that we can hack this computer, basically.
That is something that becomes quite a pain to do in solo.
There we go.
Because it still gets interrupted when you play by yourself. You just have to get there fast enough. There you go.
These guards are not marked up here, right? I don't know where this
Yeah,
guard
I have
is.
not placed motion sensors on these guards.
Okay, it's totally fine. I'm not masked up, so it'll be okay. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna wait here.
Okay, this is done. On my way to you.
7, 8, 9. So 9, 8, 7, 8.
9,
8, 7, 8.
Which is the right one?
You know, I was close
You
when I
opened the
guessed.
manager's office, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yep.
The vault
Oh,
has 2
that
layers
shot.
of security.
Okay.
And I'm killing the cameraman.
Cool. I will answer the radio.
Let's deal with the lasers first.
Okay. Now we have to flip these switches to get the lasers down.
So I had an idea. Go check the box in the vault lobby.
Can you let me know the next color? when you get
Yep,
the
it
chance?
is red.
Activating logic. You'll need
White.
to check back and make sure you get the right switches.
Excellent. You can go to the manager's office.
Okay.
Good. Now turn off the lasers. Nicely done.
I love the gunshot sound effect when I fall from any sort of height as well.
Okay. So the next step is to get a blue
I'm sorry to
key
say,
card
Indy, I've
from the
already
vault.
lost track
But
of
you'll
your kill
also need to
count.
send a remote activation signal from the manager's computer.
We're just gonna
Um,
add 5 from the end of mission 1, so I think it's like 8 or 10.
Yeah.
Okay, there you
I'm
go.
comfortable with like 8.
We'll go 8.
Perfect.
Get the key card first.
Oh, my goodness. Everyone's gonna think I'm so bloodthirsty, which is true. I just don't want them to think that.
Just to remind you, we're here for 2
Okay,
weeks.
so we're in
do
the
you want
vault.
to unlock and then start running?
You want me to?
bags?
Yeah, I'll unlock. Here.
The server should have the information we need about this conspiracy. And I'm
Also, we have new skills where we can carry 2 bags at once.
Yes, this was added in the most recent update, which is awesome. Makes us go a
and
lot
it
faster.
drastically reduced our estimate as well. It's really, really good.
check behind
Servers
the
Wait,
over there.
that speeds you up over the freezing people in place bug?
All right.
Well, on Overkill, that's when that really comes in handy. Because you only get 2 radios on Overkill.
Versus the
So you-
3 you get here, or 4? How many is it?
I think you get 4 here. And then the 5th one starts a search.
Yeah.
So they're pretty liberal with them in normal, which helps speed you up quite a bit. When we're doing Overkill, which is what we're going to do for the last level, I have to restrain myself. I'm not allowed to be as bloodthirsty as I want to be. So it's really a shame.
I'm also going to throw bags on our teammates here because they can carry them. Saves us a trip down to the van.
Now, get moving.
I already got the server, didn't I?
Yeah.
I think I did.
I
Yeah,
already threw
okay.
it down the staircase.
That's everything. Okay. I will be right behind you.
Okay.
Okay. The guards are in good spot. As long as I don't get seen by civilians, we're good
There's
to
a
go.
civilian in the back. You might want to tie him up. Or you can sneak
Okay,
past him, whichever.
Oh. I mean,
I
If I have
like
the
him
option
for
to tie
rush.
someone up.
Yeah, I like him for
Yeah.
rush, basically.
perfect. I'll lead him this way.
Okay.
There we go.
There's a guard coming in front of the door. But I don't think it matters because I'm literally about to carry, I think, out the last bag? 1 bag? Are there an uneven number of bags? Yeah, okay.
2 bags and counting.
Yeah, there are because there's an even number of bags, but then we have the server.
Yeah,
so,
got it.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
4.
I'm just gonna slowly
I've
do
taken a
this by.
hypnosis class and I need somebody to practice on.
We are almost out of here stealthily.
Yep.
Almost.
Almost.
6 bags.
Almost.
Okay.
So that's 9 guards, and when Indy killed him, he had to answer his radio, so a search wasn't triggered.
Counting.
Yeah. It's all good.
Is that all the bags?
Yep.
Oh,
That's
wow.
everything.
Okay.
Bags left.
Let's go.
GG.
GG.
And I didn't even tie up the people down here.
Oh,
So
wow. That was fast, yeah. Okay.
excellent.
Nice.
Well, that was Big Bang. We did it. We
Did it.
finally did
Actually,
one stealthily.
stealthily, yeah.
An aneurysm when she realized
8:17 is a good time.
Oh, yeah. That's really good, actually.
Yeah, excellent.
Very
Oh,
nice.
job.
yeah, I have to quit out of this. Perfect.
That might.
8
Dare I say that's not a PB?
It's
for
not.
This patch?
801. I just checked. 801 is our.
801 is our
Yeah,
PB. Okay,
yeah.
so yeah, still very good.
Not every run can be a PB, Indy.
I know. I have to lower my expectations. I know. So this next
Come on.
one is. Sorry,
It's
go
either
ahead.
PB or Bloodlust. Pick one. Chat is demanding a Bloodlust.
Yes. Chat loves how bloodthirsty you are.
Oh no! I have horrible news. I have to restrain myself for this next level.
Yeah.
and someone from chat just realized that we have both crime and villainy.
Yes.
Yes.
running Payday.
Yeah. Funny enough, actually, my name comes because of Payday 2. I played a lot of Payday 2, and when I was coming up with this username, and my partner had suggested, "Hey, what about Metroid Prime?" Like, because we were doing puns and plays on other series, basically. So, yeah, that's how I ended up with my name because of Payday. So, it
Perfect.
comes full circle.
Yeah, it came full circle.
Yeah.
So this is the last level of the story mode. and we're going to be playing this on Overkill, which means I can't kill people willy-nilly.
Yes.
I'm sorry, chat. I've let you down already. This is going to be difficult. Overkill on this level is no joke.
It is the finale level of the game, actually.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna hack
but
those
for the
cameras.
first half of this, Crime is going to stay outside with Doorman Dave, and I'm going to go inside and start sneaking around.
Okay, I have the 2 cameras marked that I normally mark. There's a guard up there. There's a guard by the vent.
I'm getting seen by somebody.
Yeah, there's a guard by the vent. He just finished moving there.
Waiting for guard underneath. This is going to be tough. This is going to be a lot tougher than the other ones.
Why do you choose to do this on Overkill?
Because we can, I suppose.
It's a fun thing to show off, definitely, because there's a lot of the stuff here we don't have to usually manage all the guards seeing us. Like, there are a ton of guards on here, and we also can't shoot out any cameras or else they get suspicious. In addition to that, there's also a lead guard on this level who walks around who you can't take out because he has infinite radio calls. So you have to keep answering, and we only have 2 radios that we can use. 3 will trigger a search, which is very
third
difficult.
will trigger search. Yeah, if we trigger search on this level, it's basically game over, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I am virtually stuck in place because of the cycle of these guards.
Yeah, we got a really bad seed to start for this.
Yeah, rough start. The lead guard was not up here to start, which I haven't seen.
Yeah.
So
do you want me to go look for him, or do you want me to stay on cameras?
Be great.
Okay.
No, going to look for him would be perfect.
Okay. He's in the kitchen, and he's
okay. So he's gonna come up here next
soon. Yeah, I'll mark him.
Okay. Perfect.
How could you tell the lead guard from the others?
He has a hat on.
He has a hat and a vest.
Okay.
Yeah, he has a vest, and he has like extra weapons and. Oh wait, oops! I think I was looking through that camera. Let me do that. Perfect. Okay. So I also can't be on a camera looking at him unless it's I'm using the thing called a secure loop. Basically, if the camera's blue, it means we have hacked it, and the cameraman cannot see it.
I don't even want to calculate the odds.
Is the lead guard up here?
Unless he just got up here. Let me check.
Nope.
No, not yet.
So we're stuck waiting for him.
Yeah, I'll go spot him again.
Okay. Oh.
He's gotta be. Where is he?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm getting scared.
Actually.
I'm actually a little scared too because he's not on the normal route.
These are some rough loops.
Yeah.
Or patrol patterns for the guards.
Yeah. I'm
Overkill
going
on
to
this
keep
is
looking.
All right.
That's not the head guard. Is he still in the kitchen? No.
I'm also getting Wi-Fi circles at the moment to unlock the bedroom security. But they are in tough spots at times. That guy just got marked.
Was that
He has a
him?
blue key card. That is him. He is upstairs.
Okay. Yeah,
He's gonna start walking. Okay.
Yep, there he is. I got him
We
marked.
missed him this cycle, but I will throw.
There's another guard
missions
behind
as
him.
well.
Watch out.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
call,
it is a
'cause I was
terrible cycle.
definitely
You
about-
can't. Yeah, no, you can't go.
Oh,
He's right
wow.
there. Yeah. We're gonna have to wait
This
for
is
the next
upstairs,
cycle.
downstairs guard, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, he's gonna die.
You're gonna shoot him in front of.
In front of the lead guard?
Oh yeah. I mean,
Okay.
There's
a guard right here. Beside. Yeah, you'll be fine. He hasn't turned around. He's looking at his phone.
no worries. I'm entirely confident.
The other guard is moving from here. I've marked him. Yeah, you're fine. You're okay. You're still fine. Oh my goodness. Okay.
You might be wondering.
Indy's bloodthirst strikes again.
Okay, there you go. You're clear to go into the bedroom area. Cool. Perfect.
Excellent.
Awesome. Ooh, that was scary. Okay.
Poison is upstairs, by the way.
Oh, good. Good. Great. Cool. Wonderful. So when I come in, I'm gonna be a fake VIP, and I'm gonna come into this. I'm allowed. Once that happens, I'm allowed to roam the first floor as much as I want, but I can't go up on the top floor. It's a secure area, so I have to be careful. The poison can spawn in any of the bathrooms. And we just happen to get the worst spawn point for me personally.
Yeah.
I'm noticing a trend.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've had some rough RNG tonight. That's not gonna lie.
Oh, come on. It's not entertaining unless the seeds are mean.
Okay.
We're still doing it though. We're still doing it.
Hey, at least crime can actually mark people through the cameras today.
That's true.
Yes.
That's true. Hasn't gone away yet.
Later on, sometimes in Overkill, it'll stop letting me do it, but it depends. We'll see if it happens. And then I just have to...
I'm still...
Yeah.
Go on.
If that happens, I just have to call it out, basically, that there's a guard, and then try to place where he is. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still appreciating the... Oh, we can't kill anybody willy-nilly. Not 5 minutes later, Indy. I'm going to kill this guy.
Upstairs, downstairs, Steve sometimes has to die because he's a very difficult guard. Oh, okay, so does he. That is a very difficult guard as well. I forgot to put a motion sensor on him.
The one who hangs out in the... Yeah, so we need him dead because there's a secure area, or there's an area that we can kind of sneak behind. Oh, where am I?
This is a good
I should
room
have
to
eyes on
safe.
head guard again. Let me look for him.
Yeah, so could you tell me again when it's okay to sound the alarm? Because last week when I had a bad case
Where
of
is he?
I also like to stack bodies in the bathrooms.
Okay,
It's because they can't be
nobody will
found.
go into the bathroom unless they're
Yeah.
suspicious.
Yeah.
There's a reason for it.
Yeah.
That's the reason for it. It's not like a personal preference or anything.
Also, I need everyone to know that Indy nicknamed this NPC that he's currently tying up in the bathroom Lonely Lisa.
Yeah, well, she's the only NPC
bench by
I know.
herself.
Head guard's out there. You already know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm putting a motion sensor on him.
Cool.
Okay, that will mark him permanently for the rest of the map. Or it should, theoretically. Can you look down this hallway to make sure I'm not going to be seen?
Yeah. Camera's on the other side. Okay. Yeah. No, you got him already. Yeah, the guy by the vent.
This is going... I'm going to be doing a dance with this man
my
for
goodness.
just a second. Staying out of his eye line. And now I'm going to hack his radio to make him stay here for a little bit longer. We can't kill him, unfortunately, because his radios don't stop. Which means we will fail after we run out of radios.
Yeah,
Okay.
Giorgio's invincible, unfortunately.
Yeah, Giorgio is a tough enemy.
There we go. Marked another
But
guard.
I got it.
Lead guard was suspicious. Okay, they're suspicious of you, but it's good.
I'm gonna hide in the elevator for a second.
Okay.
Okay.
The guy's gonna stand in front of the glass.
I didn't know which was more anxiety-ridden, watching from Indy's first-person perspective or Metroid's third-person perspective of that dance.
Oh, there it is.
Perfect.
I saw the key card through the drawer.
Okay, that guard's still out there.
Sometimes it grows. Yeah.
He's moving.
Yeah, I'm gonna get this Wi-Fi spot
Okay,
first.
the lead guard is coming back towards the center.
Lead
He
guard
has changed
switched
his pattern.
Yeah. Every time we, or not every time, but some objectives that when we complete them, it changes the lead guard's pattern, which is why we mark him as much as possible.
Yeah.
Just shoot him right now, though.
No, you can't. You can't. Don't do it.
All that effort would go to waste.
I know. But I'm going to open the bedroom now. Also, we are safe because upstairs, downstairs, Steve is dead, so I don't have to worry about someone coming up the stairwell. Oh, that's
The guard is standing in front of Mason's office.
Ooh. Oh yes, I can actually get you in here now. I just remembered that.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, I'm gonna.
Well,
go do
I mean,
that.
you can't because the guard's in front of Mason's office, but.
Yeah. Can you remember 2568 for me?
2568. 2568.
Yeah. We're gonna have to go read from the dry erase board, which, what the password is. Please close. Now I need to sneak over there, where the lead guard is.
He's. Okay.
Oh, he's leaving.
Yeah,
though.
he's leaving, and so is the vent guard. I'm looking to see.
Hi, Giorgio.
Okay.
Is Ventguard hottest, Greg?
I think so. I think that is hot.
I think it might be hottest, Greg. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So you can get off cameras now. Crime is now going to be able to enter in by stealing Alejandro's fake VIP pass. Oh snap! Oh goodness! Oh goodness!
Oh my goodness!
Oh my goodness!
Okay.
I'm so glad I turned around.
Good luck. You got this. Let's go.
Thank you.
I am going to grab. Good luck.
My.
Is he still? He's not even. Oh my god. Okay. I am.
Honestly, the true miracle is that I didn't just swear just now.
Why am I being observed? Okay, weird. Ooh, so I just grabbed a fake VIP pass. I don't know why it's fake. I don't know why he had a fake VIP pass, but I have it now. Something suspicious going on here. But I'm waiting for him to do inventory here, and then he's going to walk towards this guard. This guard will not let me in. Let's wait for this guy so we can go in together.
I would like to say, Indy, I think you only knew that he was there because of your bloodthirst.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Because I was aiming at the back of his head. Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
See, sometimes it pays off. That's all I'm saying.
Comes in handy.
Now is actually a great time to come up here and get the poison, by the way.
Okay, I don't have the other guard marked, but also the cameras. There's the cameras.
Okay,
is the problem.
I have him marked.
Oh, okay. It poison's in this office here. Oh no, wait, he's there.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, Hottest Greg is waiting over there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hold off because it doesn't matter. I'm still
you can
in.
hack his radio, and then you can get by.
Okay. Well,
But
he's
he's
gonna
gonna
leave
move.
anyway.
He's moving.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Hello. Hi.
Yeah, I just have to watch out for that camera. Oh wait, I shouldn't be running up here. Oh goodness, this is a mess. I hate that. Wow. Leaving. I do not want to be in here.
Say hi to Lisa.
No. Bye.
She's lonely.
Goodbye.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Crime got the poison so she can poison Mason, so Mason will go to the bathroom so Indy can tie him up and force him upstairs to open a door. That's why they keep talking about poison.
Yes, yeah.
Yes.
For poisoning the whiskey.
I don't think we had explained that.
I don't think we have either.
Would you like me to ring the bell? Are we good? Or are you in place?
I am waiting in the bathroom.
Ring.
I'll say, well, right now, because I know there are certain pun lovers in chat and in our producer. How about this one? Crime does pay, but bloodthirstiness, that's true villainy.
Heck yeah.
Very
I'll
good.
take it.
I'm here till the end of the run, folks.
Okay, you've got a guard outside. We're still waiting for Mason over here.
There you go. He's giving him his drink. Very nice.
They're actually having a conversation down here about how we've ruined all of his plans and broken into all of his banks and has foiled basically everything. And they're like, they could be here listening right now, not knowing that we are actually here listening right now.
Dramatic irony.
Yes.
Yeah, it's very good.
They expected more bodies.
Okay, he's sick. He's heading to the bathroom.
Also, the lead guard is in the bedroom right now. That will be unlocked.
Oh, very
He
cool.
is exploring that now.
Is there anything you would like me to do right now? Should I go on cameras again? Upstairs?
Cameras to look upstairs would be great.
Okay.
Hiding behind a door and then sneaking up on him is probably the
guard.
funniest way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very good.
Hottest Greg is going to the vent.
Excellent. Vent off some of his hotness. I got Mason into the panic room area.
Okay.
Also, I heal Mason with my magic hands when I grab him. He's no longer poisoned. So really, he should be thanking me, honestly.
Oh, they have to put Mason in the back corner here because the guard will come into this room and look around. So.
I think it's 5862, or is what we're looking for, right?
I think so. Yeah, I
5862?
believe so. I hope so.
Okay.
The head guard's coming towards you.
Oh no! Hopefully he's just going to that corner though. Hopefully he's not coming in.
Oh no, he's coming in.
Coming in. We literally.
Okay. Yeah, he
Gregorio,
usually
please
will not
behave.
look in the vent. He doesn't seem to notice that it's open. Or he hasn't in the past. If he starts now, that's a problem.
Yeah, I think we're good. I
Yeah.
hid behind the chair in front of him and he seemed fine with it, so.
Okay.
I think we're okay, but I don't know.
He's heading out. I'm watching.
Perfect.
Let's go.
Excellent. I'm gonna have 2 bags for you at mid-stairs.
He's heading towards you. Do
Oh,
not.
wow, he just
Also,
went to-
hottest Greg. Yep.
Okay. Well, we'll just wait here for a second.
Yeah, we just gotta wait for the cycle out. Mark him. I don't know where the head guard is going. He might go downstairs. He might come towards the center.
Okay.
He is going downstairs, but don't, just in case he decides to turn right, don't move. Okay, he's downstairs now.
Hottest Greg is
still in front of the vent.
playing Angry Birds.
No, you cannot kill him.
I'm not kidding. I just want to see what was on his phone is all. Okay, 2 bags at mid-stairs.
Okay, I'm getting off the cameras, and I'm going to... Whoa, where did that bag go? Oh, they're infinitely falling. Okay,
Yeah,
don't
we might
worry
be
about
lagging
it.
just a little bit.
Okay.
And no one questions Crime running out with 2 big bags in her back filled with stuff.
She is a VIP. She can do whatever she wants.
They don't know I'm a fake VIP.
Yeah, absolutely. They don't know about
Stairs are a
Hottest Greg.
convenient bag delivery system.
Bag elevator.
Oh, he is not marked anymore.
Yeah, I'm not on cameras, so...
Okay. I'm going to have this last bag for you.
Okay.
I'm going to go to the bedroom.
Okay.
Fix.
So the open window, suspicious. Open vault, totally normal.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
You don't know how these people live their day-to-day lives.
That's true.
We can't judge them.
Okay, what was that? Oh no.
5, 8. Oh no.
No, I don't want to
enter.
enter this wrong. I should have memorized it.
Oh gosh.
Oh no.
I usually take a photo with my phone, and I just did not this time.
I think it was 5862, but I don't want to enter it wrong and make someone come check on it.
Because Hot Greg's up there, and I don't know if anyone else is
I think
up there.
I can sneak by him. I think Hottest Greg is a bit of a himbo,
I don't
to be
think you
honest.
can.
Rail, our wonderful producer in chat, does say 2568.
Was it?
Was it? I think
Is
those
he
are the
messing?
numbers on the keypad, but I think
5862?
Are they messing with us?
I am going to take a photo of it this time, even though you have it.
5862.
It is 5862. Okay.
5862.
Lead guard's coming up. Lead guard's coming up.
From where? Oh, okay.
From left stairs.
Yeah, no worries. Unless he wants to come say hi. He's probably
Chat's just throwing out numbers now.
You are not
Of
helping.
course they are. Of course they are. Thank you, chat. Thank you, chat. Gotta wait for lead guard to move. I'm actually kind of glad I'm not in there right now.
Yeah, I know, right?
'Cause I'd have to be hiding in the bathroom again. But this time, I'm not gonna kidnap someone. I'm just hiding. So.
I was gonna say, have you gotten to the 2 gossiping ladies yet? But I see them on crime screen.
Oh,
We're actually skipping them. We're actually not gonna be doing.
Yeah. We got lucky because the RNG, so this is the camera room. We just have to be careful with the cameras. This room and the red keycard room, which is upstairs, can be swapped. This is good because we had, we wanted the red room so that we could let me in easier rather than, it's because we need the red room basically to be able to open up Mason's office and press a button to get the VIP to come in. So we can do that faster if the camera room is not upstairs, because you got to sneak down here, hack some more cameras to get through here. It's a huge pain. So we just happen to get good RNG there, for that part at least, not for the other parts.
There we go. Okay, vault is open.
Let's go.
Okay. Cool.
Now I'm gonna pick up some jewelry. I'm gonna have some bags for you. I am gonna get this first though.
Yes, please. Indy is cracking a safe right now. We're stealing a hard drive. We're going to plug the hard drive into a computer in Mason's office to just check for encryption before we steal it. So we have to wait for that hack to complete. So we're gonna get. I don't think there's any. There's a guard standing in front of the. Is there?
Oh, it's Hottest Greg again, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Hottest Greg again.
He's leaving.
He's leaving. Yeah, you're fine.
There you go.
Okay, so I'm gonna take these bags of jewelry and run them down. Indy's going to go and plug the hard drive in to go get it decrypted.
Yes, I'm gonna give you 2 more bags before I do that.
Okay.
Now.
Perfect. Yeah. The lead guard can notice the hack running as well, which I think,
I might actually wait to do that last.
Yeah.
Simply out of safety.
Yeah. He won't notice the vault being open, but he will notice the hack on the computer. Yeah.
He's tech savvy, okay? Don't touch him. He has his areas of expertise.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
There's a reason he's the lead guard after all.
Listen, open vaults above his pay grade. Not his problem.
Very true.
Okay, we almost have this finished. I will take the last bag with me.
Okay. Do you need me on cameras? Yeah.
No, I need you at right stairs.
Oh, sorry. You
Or
have
left
2 bags.
stairs, rather.
Yeah. Okay.
Here you go. Okay. And then, then on cams. We are going to have to coordinate how we are hacking the cameras,
Cameras?
to get out of here.
Yeah. Which ones do you want to take? How many are there in the... There's 2 in the main hallway. I can grab
Hottest
those
Greg
2.
is right there. I just almost walked out into it.
Okay.
We're almost good. We're almost
Okay.
good.
I can grab the 2 in the foyer if you want to grab the one outside or something. Does that work? Or do you want me to grab one outside?
Yeah, that would be fine. But wait until I'm downstairs
Yes,
before you switch off these ones.
Yeah, because we can only hack 2 cameras at once. So we gotta coordinate. Someone is coming towards you. It might be Hot Greg.
I think it has to be at this point.
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, hottest. It's different.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, don't demote him. He's working hard.
No.
Okay, lead guard is very far away, so I think we're safe.
Whew,
Unless
yeah,
I just cursed us and now he's heading upstairs.
I will hang out here. Do you want me to hack his radio? He's coming
if you
up.
want to. He is going upstairs. Yeah, go ahead.
There you go.
Make him be really
Buy
confused
some
for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah. Normally pauses them for like 4 or 5 seconds, something like
He's
that.
going downstairs now.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
He changed route. I hope he's not coming towards you,
You
then.
confused him so much, he changed his route. I hope he's not coming up here.
I hope he's not.
He might be.
He might be. I'm following him.
I mean, you can just hide in the safe again, right? If the hack is finished.
Yeah,
I think
we
this
could.
is actually going to be done, so I might just go for it.
Okay. We need to hack the cameras, though, so let me know when I can switch them off.
I'm coming down the stairs right now.
Okay, I'm gonna change.
Feel free to change them.
Okay, 1, and I'll grab the other one on the side of this foyer.
I am having trouble
And 2.
accessing this camera. There
Okay,
we go.
they're done.
Yeah, let me get
There's
the
a
one
guard coming
outside.
here.
Okay. Wait for
Okay.
these guards to leave the center, and then we'll activate the lure to get that guy in here.
Okay, so basically there's a lure right over here that makes a lot of noise. We're gonna get this guard to go to it as soon as this one leaves.
I don't know where the other guard is.
Yeah, I can run
Is there-
around it. There's
there are
another guard
2 down
marked.
here.
Did he just leave? Should I
Yeah,
activate?
he just left. Wait 1 second for me to
Yep.
cross this.
Okay,
Okay, go ahead.
okay.
The
Activating
secret
lure.
tech hiding behind a door.
It's always the pro strat. There we go. He's alerted. I sneak out behind him. Excellent. And we're scot-free.
Okay, cool.
GG.
Ooh,
That went
and
so much
time will
smoother.
be right now? Yeah.
Yeah. I think so.
There we go.
Heck yeah. GG.
GG.
2252 isn't terrible.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
It's really not bad.
With some rough RNG at the start, yeah.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
I'm glad we got to
GG.
show off Overkill, on the final level.
That overkill on that level went easier than normal on the first level. That was, boggles the mind sometimes, but that's why we speedrun,
Yeah.
I was looking, it's like, final run of the run, and we're so far away from estimate. Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Yeah.
Everyone give massive GGs in chat for seeing something for the first time on GDQ
Yeah.
stage and in most places. Please promote yourselves. Who are you? Where can they find you? And what are you playing? And what else do you do?
Sure. I'm Metroid Crime. You can find me at twitch.tv/MetroidCrime or on every social media service, basically. I played this. I play Curse Crackers For Whom the Bell Toils. VVV. I like speed games. I like short speed games. This is actually one of the longer ones I play.
True. That's true.
But yeah, Indy.
Yeah, I'm Indie Villain. You can find me at Indie Villain on social media and on Twitch. I'm running this a lot lately, so we'll probably catch more of this. How about you, Critique?
Oh, of course. I'm Critique Quartz on all social media platforms. If you can't find me under that name, I'm not on there. I will say I typically don't do a lot of streaming, but I am going to be hosting at AGDQ, so I'm very excited about that.
Yeah.
Yay!
Awesome. That's very exciting.
Yeah.
I guess the final comment from chat. pretty much sums it up. They're impressed that Villain didn't one-tap a guard on the way out. So additional GGs for that.
I was ready for it.
Yeah.
I thought about it.
Oh, we're about to finish, but actually, let me kill this guy. But with that, I hope everyone's had an absolute blast in this fun randomized episode of randomized and RNG dependent episode of Express Lane. But there are plenty of more speed runs coming up throughout the week, including tomorrow starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We have some Game Masters with Mario Party 3, and then the Bargain Bin will be doing a whole Castlevania episode with Castlevania 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you are definitely going to want to tune into that. But until next time, I hope you all had fun and get some rest, everybody. Take care. Night.